We on.
We on?
We on and the camera's not on.
Yeah. Yeah, with the figuring out podcast, figuring things out, I should say.
Number 11.
Episode 11. Today is the 21st of October. Shit, let's start it off, man.
Not knowing what actually fucking happened. I haven't been following news like that.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Yeah. Now, I've been, like, following, getting back into the sports and shit since I fell off with the whole Jaquan Buckley or whatever, that knockout. You seen that crazy ass knockout?
I was focused on Lomachenko.
Ooh, man. Yeah, we could talk about Loma, but that was one of the greatest knockouts ever in that cage,
Is
man.
it boxing? Oh, no.
Man, this was a UFC fight.
Is that the dude who got his leg grabbed and he spun?
Yeah, that shit was like, that stuff you see like in movies. That's why it's amazing when you see a knockout like that, like the Showtime kick, the Petty shit, and Ben Henderson.
I told Dre, that was the kicks that we used to do when we were kids.
Yeah, that's what makes it great.
Yeah.
You actually see, like, when we kids, we used to be jumping off walls and trying to kick, or like you said, someone grab you and you kick.
It was all the time. Somebody would grab one leg.
Yeah, try to kick. So when it actually worked, you like, oh shit, I really he caught him, man. Yo, he
Knocked him out. And
out before he hit the ground. His whole body got stiff. I'm like, oh, he was like a tree, like timber. He got stiff, then he fell like snow. It was like, oh shit. He gave him like, he got the bonus for that. Dana gave him the 50K. It was a story where Dana was saying, I think, who's the matchmaker? It's Joe Silver, that's the name? You're not sure?
Should be, but I think they sold it.
It was someone that do the matchmaking. He was like, yo, give him all the fucking awards. Give him the 200. I don't know if he did it, but he said, give him the whole 250 or the 200.
I know they did that with the Russian dude, or maybe Dana White just gave him out of pocket.
Oh, yeah?
Kurzov, something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Kurzov? No.
It's like the new...
I know it's another. It's someone in
Khabib
got that kind
type.
of name. Oh, yeah?
And he has like a split lip.
Oh,
and he
shit.
was knocking everybody out.
Oh, he's putting people on. Oh, shit.
Yeah, putting people to sleep and fighting 3 weeks later. And
oh, that's dope, man. That's old school right there.
Yeah.
That's old school fighting right there.
challenging people in middleweight. He's a welterweight. Right?
Yeah, oh, yeah, welterweight.
Yeah.
He's going on. Yeah, that's pound for pound shit right there now. He's doing that.
And he's just trying to fight everybody, and he's like, you don't know if this is hype. You don't know if he's just trying to make some noise, but he's Russian, so it's like, I don't think he cares about that.
I think a lot of dudes, some like to fight active, like to be active, but you know, other things, sometimes with the medical suspensions or, you know, they not getting booked.
I think it depends, like if you get hurt and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's weird because other countries sometimes,
Let
like,
guys fight, yeah.
yeah, we have an MMA fight you get suspended for 6 months after you fight. But in other countries, you fight every week.
You can, yeah, right? So not all the time it's the 6 months, but I don't know, because remember, what's that dude, Neil Magny or whatever? At one time, I think he had like damn near like 6 fights in like in a 12-month span in the UFC. So I was like, yo, because I'd be like, how is he getting all the, is it the booking? Because I know I be hearing other fighters complaining about not being active and shit. I know it's a business aspect too, because if it's a high-ranking fighter, you probably, if you know, the matchmaking and you know, the higher ups, you're not going to keep putting them in fights like that, because you know he's right there. You might want to use him for a co-main event.
Yeah, but like, someone, like, if you fight under, I think it could boost you real well, like a Donald Cerrone.
Yeah.
Donald Cerrone was real active.
He's taking fights, he's taking fights after fights.
Yeah, he fought Rick Story. Rick Story wasn't active. I don't think nobody wanted to fight him.
Yeah.
And he put him out. He did the one. He jabbed him, went to the body, went up, and then I think kicked him in the head.
Oh yeah, that was dope. I remember that one now. Yeah, that was dope. And he had another dope knockout I seen with the Melvin Gallard, that head kick. I was like, yo, how the hell you kick someone in the head that close?
Who knocked out Melvin?
This Cowboy. He was getting his eyes open. I was surprised at that knockout. I was like, yo, the dude was too close. How the hell you let him kick like that?
I was a Melvin Gallard fan too.
Yeah.
And that's just the Muay Thai style.
He was another knockout artist. Yeah. I felt it. That was Israel's last fight before he came into the UFC. He beat Melvin up.
Israel Adesanya
Yeah.
fought Melvin.
Yeah, before I think that was his last fight before he came to the UFC, before he got a contract. I remember seeing it.
I gotta watch that.
I didn't know he was gonna be as big as he is, but I remember watching
Yeah.
or whatever.
Melvin got big though.
Huh?
Melvin got.
Oh, I mean his popularity.
Oh.
My fault. I didn't think Israel was gonna get that popular or be that good, you know. 'Cause I was watching a few of his fights like before the whole UFC thing. I'm thinking, alright, cool. Cause I pay attention to like the smaller circuit fights, you know. I like ONE FC, and even though ONE FC is a big deal, but I watch all those smaller promotions. And, you know, that's where the talent comes from. So I always like keep my eye out on someone if I see someone looking good.
I like ONE FC. They seem more silly.
Oh no, they get busy, man.
Yeah.
They do like it's
Did
like
they got the knees on the floor.
I believe so. I know in Asia, particularly Japan, you can do that. It's like at ONE FC. I like what they doing. They like kind of like making themselves a one-stop shop for fighting. They got Muay Thai too.
Yeah.
They got a Muay Thai roster and they got an MMA roster.
Isn't
They
it
got a full roster.
Joe Rogan told Dana to do it. And he's just like,
Nah.
you're making your own enemy anyway.
That's what Dana told Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Making your own enemy.
You're making your own competition.
Mm.
Like you make two sports and I guess you share. But if you just focus on a single area and a couple of weight classes, you're good.
I guess so. But that's why I like ONE FC. You know, I've been trying to get into like the kickbox. I should say Muay Thai, but I've been trying to get into all that. But ain't shit gonna be on TV. Most I can find is on YouTube. But those are highlights. I want to see like a complete fight. You know, I like Bellator too because they do their kickboxing. They team to like to stray off of it a little bit because some of their kickboxers are coming into MMA.
You can't find the full fights. They bring them out weekly. I've been seeing them.
Nah, new ones or
yeah,
I be catching like the old joints or whatever. I watch them though, but then a lot of the times it just be highlights. I want to see like that.
Like it's weird every time when one of their famous fighters like coming to UFC, they'll release a fight with this dude fighting someone else, and then I guess everybody will go search like who is this dude?
Yeah. That's the
And,
marketing.
Yeah.
I remember like UFC did that a lot when Bellator signed a fighter, like signed Ryan Bader, they put up fights of Ryan Bader losing and all of that.
UFC did that?
Yeah, they do that all the time. I watch
That's trash.
Yeah, they do that. When Ryan Bader went over, put up fights of him losing. Bill Davis went over, they put up a fight of him.
He only lost once.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I seen. I think did Bellator do that back? I think so. Yeah. When UFC signed Will Brooks, Bellator put up fights when he got knocked out. So I'll be seeing like what they doing. I said, I get it.
That's good. Chivalry or shit.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah, it get real petty. I seen that shit. I was like, oh, so the guy gets signed now. You want to air his fights live when he got beat up, or they upload it onto the YouTube now.
I don't know if I would get tight and just be like, I'm never gonna fight for you again. But then money talks.
Yeah. Money talks. That's why it's great now, man. All this competition, guys. You see guys leaving now, you know.
Yeah.
You see guys going to
Rory was the first to leave.
Yeah. You see Rory. You got like he was traded though, Mighty Mouse, but Eddie Alvarez is a free agent. I'm pretty sure he got some good money when he went
Mighty Mouse got traded for Ben.
Yeah.
And we saw that how that ended up.
Yeah. I always wanted
Not
to
saying
go
that
early,
he
but
was bad, but
nah,
he was out of his prime and
he wasn't really
Not
active
training.
either. Yeah, he wasn't active. I wanted him to go right after Bellator, because Bellator said we ain't gonna re-sign him. They don't want to stop him, you know, if you want to go. But Dana White didn't want to sign him.
yeah.
They got into some, they was trash talking each other
He
for
wanted
years.
to- yeah.
Yeah, he was like, the Bellator was like, we released him so he could go to the UFC, but they didn't have it. He wasn't having it for whatever reason. I guess because of
And he
the
was
boring
champion.
style or whatever, because he was a heavy wrestler. He was like a tough fucking wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was great, man. Guys is testing their value. The page went to the bare knuckle boxing shit.
She's too pretty.
Yeah,
She was too pretty for the fight in the UFC, and she was doing good.
Yeah, at
but
first, when she started off.
So up the competition,
Yeah.
like after winning 2 fights, and then just get wrecked.
Yeah. first I was, yeah.
She could be a model. But I don't know why she didn't want
Nah, cause she was like, I think that was another issue too, cause she was like, I'm making more money outside of like the UFC. She was talking about a contract or whatever, and I get what she's saying, but I'm like, yeah, you gotta continue to keep winning now, cause I'm like, I think she's been on a losing streak.
Yeah.
Up to that point, I think she's on a 2-fight losing streak up to that point when she was talking, and I'm like, yeah, you making nice money, you marketable outside, but you gotta keep winning. You know how Dana, and once you do that to Dana make sure he puts you in a shitty fight or fight where you probably ain't gonna work
make
your way.
money out of that.
Hell
Make
yeah,
money
do
out of
it.
that instead of losing on brain cells.
Hell yeah, do that.
And I guess bare knuckle, you don't have to worry about takedowns.
That's
And you
right.
do what you want to do.
I don't get mad about fighters when they talking about money. I get your money. You guys, y'all the ones getting kicked and beat up, man. Get your money. It get a little frustrating, but at times, especially like in boxing, but I get it.
You should always get what
Get your money. Get your money, man.
Now you know what you worth more than what you worth.
Yeah.
Because you gotta worry about that be your last fucking fight.
That's why sometimes now I'm seeing like with the MMA, they're trying to chase big money fights like in the boxing, and I'm like, it's a catch-22. I like it, but I don't want it to become too much of that because that's when you can lead into the picking and choosing your opponents.
Yeah.
So it's a double edged. I want to see them fighters get paid, but then
That's what I like.
disappoints me with the boxing, man. Because sometimes I'm like, I can't knock this boxer for picking a big money fight, but at the same time, I'm like, this guy right here is a better, that's a more competitive scrap. But
I think they started understanding that they're hurting themselves.
hell yeah.
Because now, this coming year, we've been seeing people like, not this coming, last year, like right before the Deontay Wilder got knocked out.
Yeah.
Like, that was more like everybody's fighting everybody.
I like that, yeah.
So, Canelo was bouncing up and down.
Oh yeah, he be pissing me off too, man.
Why?
So much talent, but he's another one that he's the same thing. What people like to say with the Floyd, with the picking the fights, not picking the best fighters.
He's not fighting the best?
At this point,
besides
right now,
TK Kirkland wasn't.
nah,
That's the old dude who came from
James,
prison.
James Kirkland. See, that would have been a better
That's
fight.
at TK, right?
Yeah, that would have been a better fight before he got locked up or whatever that was.
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago, 3 years ago.
He just came back bulky.
Before Lamb Smith, even though Lamb Smith was the champion, everyone knew, in boxing, there's 4 champions in each division. He wasn't the best guy there. He fought Rocky Fielding. They say he's a super middleweight champion, which he wasn't really, not really a super middleweight champion, but they give him credit for it. Boxing got this stupid shit where you will be a champion, like you're the WBA super champion, and it's a WBA regular champion.
Yeah.
And you got a WBA interim champion. I'm like, why is it an interim champion when the champion is currently active? I don't make these. See, boxing got a whole bunch of. This is why guys can come and. You see a lot of times in boxing, I'm a 10-time champ, but I'm like, you have minor belts.
Yeah.
Those wasn't a major title, so when Canelo fought Rocky Fielding, I thought I wasn't a major WBA champ. I think it was the WBA. The real guy was this dude named, I think, Colin Smith in the UK.
That's why it's probably better for the UFC to have only a certain number of belts.
Nah, yeah.
Like tough survives.
Yeah. See, this the thing that kills me with the boxing shit, man. Like, if you have these guys, not I'm trying to trash them, I'm using them because everyone knows them, like Pacquiao, Mayweather. They can say I'm an 8 division champ, or I fought the most champions. I'm better than Ali, I'm better than this guy. I'm like, those are bullshit stats, because when Ali and them guys, Homicide Hank, Sugar Ray Robinson, there's only 8 boxing divisions and 1 belt for the whole world.
Mm.
What you could do now in boxing is 4 champions. You could pick the weaker champion of the 4. So yeah, you fought more champions because now it's so easy to become a champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were 8 division world champions. You got a lot of subdivisions, And like, you ever heard of the term of boxing booger weight fighters?
No.
Those are like a real light division, and it's so easy to collect titles in different divisions because some divisions are like 3 pounds apart.
And
you got a 115-pound division, no, 112. You got 115. 118, 122, 126, 130. They all separated by like 2-4 pounds. Those ain't real weight divisions. So that you see how easy you can say, yo, I'm a 4-division champ. I'm a 5. It's so easy. It's so easy. Those wasn't like real weight class jumps, Once you get to like 135, and up now you getting some weight class, and now it's like 7-10 pound difference.
I used to like the Louis C.K. joke that he would just be like, he's like, I saw a fight with two 110-pounder fighting. I'm that and a dead dog. I'm both of those guys and a dead dog.
Yeah. Sometimes I be like, damn, you got grown men 110 pounds. I be like, what the fuck?
And it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
They just look starved and
Yeah. I be like,
one of those. Can I get 20 cents?
They even got like even lower, like the women's MMA division. They got the autumn 105. They got a division like that for men. I'm like, what grown man is walking around 105? I'm like, got to cut weight to get down to that.
One's that only eat
I mean,
every day.
I said, what do you walk around at 118 pounds or something? To make weight to 105? Like, god damn, bro. I got if you're already like 120 pounds, I'm assuming you're already super skinny. So I'm like, what are you cutting?
Walking around.
You got enough water to cut to dehydrate you?
I doubt that.
Yo, that's what I'm like. Them bulletweight fighters, man. And another thing, they got this dude, you ever heard of him? They call him Monster Anyway, Japanese fighter. He's very big in Japan. He's not, they claiming it's his debut, but he ain't making his debut in America. But he fought once. Bob Arum signed him with Top Ranking. They got this guy pound for pound #2 boxing. I'm like, already. That's another box. You already know boxing is fucking corrupt as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
They got Canelo #1. All right, cool. And I'm like, how the hell Monster Anyway? I ain't started hearing about this guy till like last year. I knew about him before, but they started really praising and hyping him up. And I'm like, who this guy be? I'm like, he a boogerweight fighter, 122 pounds? Oh, he's a 3-time champ. I said, yeah, after 122 is 118, 105. I don't want to hear that. That's not no real weight class. All of that should be the same damn class. They got this guy above Terrence Crawford. I'm like, how? They got him above Jamal Charlo. I'm like, how? Like, how? Even the dude Usyk that unified the cruiserweight division and moved up to heavyweight. I'm like, how you put the Monster Anyway above those guys?
They just got like move everybody up and just be like, that's just like cruelty to humans.
Yeah. I want those weight classes to go. You don't need 17. Keep the original 8, of course, and you can keep a little bit more. You can
have it for like a certain age, but 100 pounds shouldn't be for a guy.
Yeah.
It's more for like a child's weight.
Me, man, just keep that shit out. Some of them divisions need to go. Like 15 to 18, or get rid of one of them shits.
Yeah.
Get rid of the 18. Get rid of the 12. You can keep the. Get rid of the 122. You can keep the 126. That's featherweight. That's the original. That's one of the original divisions. Get rid of the super featherweight, the 130. Keep lightweight, the 130, so 126, 135. Get rid of 140, keep 147. You don't need all them subdivisions, man.
What this says that
Patty
Americans have no excuse to lose weight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but speaking of that, you got a chance to check out the Lomachenko and Lopez fight?
I saw the highlights.
You saw the highlights?
Yeah, it looked like he probably just gonna do what he usually does.
Yeah, like for some. They always say he always a slow starter, but this time he was neutralized. At first, I'm like, what the, after I get it, the first 2 rounds, I see Mayweather do it. A lot of guys, they use that to fill a person out, to get their range, to test what they're going to work. But after the 3rd round, I'm like, yo, what's going on, Lomachenko? You can't just be giving up rounds, and he's giving up rounds because he was just inactive. And the whole time, the commentators like, yo, Lomachenko's a notorious slow starter. He's downloaded. He's downloading information. And I'm like, yeah, but for how long? You don't give up rounds like that, because...
He got the Call of Duty
update. He lost, like... A lot of people say he lost the first 6 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
I say he lost the first 7, and he came back in the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, the 11th. And the 12, Lopez put the beats on him in the 12. His father was telling him, oh, you're winning, just chill. Lopez was like, nah, fuck that. He got up off that stool and he went to town. He was just letting his hands go.
And Loma didn't like really talk afterwards.
He just walked that one. He just walked out of that one. Yeah, I think a lot of that too is the pressure. Even though he ain't asked for it, Cause he is a dope fighter. I think he's fucking talented, but
Mm-hmm.
Top Rank and Bob Hammond are boxing here. They love the guy. I think he ain't Lomachenko ain't overhyped, but they put too much unnecessary hype on him
The
now.
fighting like way up your weight class is.
No, they was telling the man he was the greatest ever. And I'm like, they was saying this when he had 7 fights.
Yeah.
I said, what the fuck you mean he the greatest ever with 6 fights? You saying he's better than Pacquiao? They said literally he's better than Muhammad Ali. I said, Bob Arum, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it's about Arum. He's
I get
crazy
it.
shit.
You create now instead of people appreciating him.
I don't think
You
that's
make-
the
you
person
make-
that you should like put your information get
Yeah,
information from.
You make people dislike the man now.
He's an old school promoter.
Yeah. It's like the same thing they do in basketball with the Greek freak. Just
Greek
like
freak?
Giannis Antetokounmpo or something. He played for the Milwaukee Bucks. Terrifying player. They tell it they put he have a good game and they put up his stats next to Jordan. Would he be better than Jordan? I'm like, no. Why they got doing that? Now instead of people appreciating his talents, people are gonna find a way to hate on him now and not dislike him because you're gonna have the people that watch Jordan. Oh, fuck! What you mean he better than Jordan? It's the same thing. I said, hold on, just let Lomachenko do his thing. He has a dope resume, you know, good fucking phenomenal talent. But once you start saying he's better than Mayweather, he's better than Pacquiao. Now instead of people looking for the skills, they looking for flaws.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna be like, oh no, Pacquiao would have did this to the guy. You know? I was like, I think they put a lot of unnecessary hype on the guy because he was talented, but they just let it take it slowly.
They fucked him up.
Yeah, but he did. The kid was a talented dude. He fought Lopez, 23 from Brooklyn, which is dope. We got a champion in New York again. That's fire. I didn't know he can like have the skills to really do that, to neutralize what Lomachenko does. Because Lomachenko, you know, the side step. Lomachenko,
Stops that.
that left hand, his left hook, he was checking him with that left hook, so Lomachenko wasn't trying to slide around like that. And what he did, if the left hook didn't come, he always catch him with the right uppercut. He was catching Loma with the right, so he neutralized that side step.
But it's not even that like it has a size step. It's like a size difference. When you find with somebody who's heavier, you can't do the same exact thing.
I don't want to give him the necessary that size excuse.
It's the size excuse.
Because the height that they say this guy, I see Mayweather and Pacquiao make a career demolishing bigger dudes.
That's probably just dumb though, but
I don't think it was the size. I just thought
you have to fight bigger dudes on a regular basis to understand. A couple of pounds, they mean what?
He didn't lose because of size. He lost because it was a skill. It was just he found someone that could match him, skill and athletically wise.
He's good like that.
Because Teofimo didn't use his size to beat him. That was because they built that fight over a puncher versus a master boxer. But Teofimo was more than a puncher. I don't know why they built it like that. Because even I didn't think he would be able to box that well, and they didn't think it either. Yeah, because he ain't beat him with size. He just beat him by neutralizing what he does, taking away that lateral movement. And one thing I found out about Loma, he doesn't fight back. He can't fight going backwards.
What I'm saying is that because of the size, that's the only way to stop the lateral movement because you can't do that with a bigger person.
Explain.
Like,
I seen the jab and the left. Every time he tried to step, he got hit. That had nothing to do with size.
Oh, so he was just timing off?
Yeah, he was timing it. If anything, I know he was throwing them body shots. He went to Loma work on the body real quick. He hurt him a few times. I think that probably made him gun shy.
I probably gotta watch the whole.
Watch the whole fight.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was on him imposing his will. He wasn't doing that. He beat him by pumping the jab out, not necessarily to hit him with the jab, but to let him know you got something coming back. And when Loma did, he tried to do it. He just always got hit with that left hook and that right uppercut. If the left didn't catch him, the right was catching him. So yeah, it wasn't like size. It wasn't like he was bullying him around the ring. You seen when he fought Salido?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fight where you can probably say, yeah, that was a size difference. That's why Lomachenko lost, because when Salido was just on him, bullying him, under the post, roped the rope. That's a size battle. Like another fight when you seen the.
Would I say size battle is probably just like experiencing, like my experience of fighting bigger people. You can't do the same movement, your power is not the same.
Okay, yeah, the power, I had to give you that.
Like
But he was never a power puncher.
it's not about like power punching. It's like the amount of damage you could do. It's like when you punch somebody and they don't respect it.
Yeah.
And doing certain things, then you get like discouraged because it's not affecting that person the same.
Yeah.
And they're just walking through shit.
Yeah.
Or you just can't like you're scared to do certain moves because if the power is coming back, it's not the same how
If anything,
while
yeah.
you're fighting.
I think he probably was intimidated by the punching power, but he ain't throw enough to really be like, all right, this punch ain't working on him. Cause he turned it up on him in the later rounds.
Yeah, it's probably
He
just like
turned
how
it
you
up,
play
man.
like a video game and somebody knows your secret move.
That's what I believe it was. Cause even me, the media, they built it as a puncher versus Max the boxer. They gave the man Lopez no credit for his boxing skill. They would just keep talking about his punching power. That as I'm watching a fight, I'm like, this guy's more than I seen him fight before. I'm like, this guy's definitely more than just a power puncher.
Then he just lost to like almost a no name. Because that happened.
Yeah. I no name to the media, but Lopez has some hype around. Yeah, the hardcore's going. If you was following him, you would know. Alright, this is.
He's undefeated.
Yeah, about like 15-0, 16-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, he get unified the lightweight division.
I mean, can't say anything because Lomachenko won the title in like 6 fights. So.
Yeah. He a dope fighter. I just hate it when they put all that hype into like 6 fights with the. He's better than Ali, he's better than Pacquiao, we ain't never seen this. And I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
I mean, it's not his fault.
I know,
I'm
not blaming it on him. That's why, if you remember what I said earlier, you don't, when you build a fighter, you don't do that so early. Because now, like I said, people checking out, appreciate his talent, making people look for flaws, making people that say, okay, nah, Pacquiao would have did this, Roberto Duran would have did that. Let's let the man fight. Ain't no way you can say in 6 fights he the best ever.
You got to understand like everybody's different. Everybody's a different fighter.
Then Teddy Atlas said he was a better. This one Andre Ward was still active. He's a better pound for pound. He's making number 1 over Andre Ward, and I'm like, how? Andre Ward cleaned out a division and moved up and beat the best guy in the division
with 1 arm.
I saw him. What you mean? Terrence Crawford just unified the whole division. This guy has 6 fights.
I want to see Terrence Crawford fight.
Oh, yeah. He another bad dude, man.
He's a monster.
He's just
and hits hard. It looks like there's like another force hitting you.
He's a big fish in a small pond. Because he's with Top Rank, and Top Rank has no welterweights on their roster. All the top welterweights is with PBC. Danny Garcia, Manny Pacquiao went over there. We got Errol Spence Jr., Keith Thurman, Sean Porter.
But they both said that they want to fight each other, so it's like, make something happen.
Yeah.
Co-promote.
That's why it hurts him, because all of those top guys got options. Spence just fought. He fought Mikey Garcia. He fought Sean Porter. He's about to fight Danny Garcia. So it's no real rush for them to really make a fight with the guy, because they still got options versus him. He's just like on an island by himself. Yeah, but that's the fucking horrors of boxing right there. That's why about these fighters, I won't sign on long-term promotion deals. Because right now in this era of the sport, you don't need no promoter, man. Social media can promote your shit now. Man.
Yeah.
No long-term deals, but they lure them in with the perks and all of that. But fighters start like gambling and betting on themselves. Like Mayweather made the most money when he went by himself. Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto. They told Pacquiao he can't make $20 million a fight no more. He left by round. He getting 25 to fight Adrian Broner.
He should have
done it. Yeah. I was like, Pacquiao, you don't need that, man.
Yeah.
I said, after you beat Oscar De La Hoya, I said, what? Why are you re-signing?
Loyalty.
Yeah, he said it was loyalty, and I'm like, no, you can't do that with business. For like, fuck all.
Yeah.
You can't do that with business. When it's coming to business, it's what I can give to you, what you can give to me. There's no loyalty in there. This business is cutthroat, bro. And you see in these sports, a motherfucker get injured and they don't want to pay you no more.
I'm surprised nobody want to do what Mayweather did and make your own promotion and take it like most of the income.
A lot of them did it, but like, dudes are doing it now. The newer fighters, Errol Spence, he's his own promoter. He got Man Down promotion. Manny Pacquiao, he got his own. He always had his own, but now he's putting it to use.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of fighters their own promoter now. Yeah, I just recommend.
I know Canelo did too.
Oh yeah. He's trying to get out of Golden Boy now.
Oh.
And he have a problem with the zone. And they have an illegal battle because remember he signed the deal for like $35 million. They saying they can't pay him now. You know the whole COVID shit. I think they tried to talk him down to 20 or 15.
That's a big difference.
And Canelo's like, nah, you told me 34, 35. And they like, so they having a legal battle right now.
That shit is crazy that a basketball player, a football player can make so much money, even when injured, they just get paid for the year.
Yeah.
A boxer get paid less.
Yeah.
Or a main fighter gets paid less.
Yeah.
And like the
all them dudes.
difference in damage is way different.
Yeah.
Another thing I heard, like the workouts and stuff is harder in football.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like Brendan Schaub said, so much harder. But he's not like a top guy in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
But like the damage, like I feel like the damage is so much up there for like MMA and
I take his word for it. I take this because he did both sides.
Yeah, he did both sides, and he was like a real NFL fighter instead of. But he wasn't. For that to work, for him to see that, he should have been one of the top guys in MMA. Brock Lesnar was one of the top guys in MMA. You're not in Brock Lesnar's level.
I think
No offense.
Yeah. Brock was he was gifted a little bit though. A lot of guys have to work their way up for a title shot. You get to it in one fight. Yeah.
And they got the NFL fighter.
Greg Hardy. Bat Mitchell was a former NFL guy.
Yeah, man, Mitchell.
Yeah.
He was up there, but he also couldn't break into the top 5.
No. Did he ever make top 10?
No. He made top 10.
He made top 10? Okay.
But
he never
break the top 5.
Brandon Shaw never hit top 10 either, right?
No.
Okay, yeah.
And he was almost there. Everybody liked him. He was cool. He could talk. But he would get knocked out fighting Andrei Arlovsky and then winning barely. But then
check how he doing, man. Let's see what he up to. Andrei Arlovsky.
Oh.
Yeah, let's see what he up to recently. I remember he made that comeback and he was like on a winning streak for a little while.
Got knocked out by Nagano.
Yeah.
And when you get knocked out from Nagano.
That guy hit hard, man.
Yeah. Hard and wide, and you think you can see it and catches you.
What you think of people? One thing I have a problem with in fighting, when a person get knocked out, everyone is questioning his chin. They say he has a weak chin, but I'm like, it's not a weak chin if you get knocked out by a guy that's a puncher, that's known to hit hard. Don't you agree? Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll be like, why do you say, oh, he got knocked out by this guy in the second round, he got no chin? And I'm like, that's a puncher. If you get knocked out by average punchers or no punchers, now you can say a weak chin, but if someone like Nagano or Shane Carl, remember that guy?
Yeah.
If those guys is hitting, they fucking punches. That's not a weak chin. You got knocked out by, you can't take a punch. You got knocked out by Tyson. I'm like, that's a knockout puncher.
Who says that?
No, I hear that. I see fans all the time, like when someone get knocked out, they so quick to say a person has a weak chin. Don't you you read like comments and go on the forums? I'll be like, yo, what is wrong with these people?
I don't go to the forums because
I like to get people's perspectives, but a lot of them guys don't be having reasonable perspectives.
No.
They fickle. They ride with you. A person lose and all. I'm like, if you like the fight, you should be there whether they win or lose.
But majority of the people aren't.
They fickle, right? They got fickle fans. They don't be with you when you're winning.
For my definition of like a weak chin is like a pattern. So if like you get knocked out several times in a row and then it looks a certain way, or like when you fight Roy Jones Jr., then all of a sudden he just turns off. You seen that?
Yeah.
And that's a weak chin.
Yeah.
But it's also like a destroyed chin. It's like age chin.
You don't say that's a knockout punch. Like, well, you got a weak chin. You got knocked out by Francis. I'm like, I be reading the comments like, that's a knockout punch.
He knocked out everybody though.
If you get knocked out from a decent puncher, a guy that's not known to knock, now you can start questioning the chin. Like, one guy I could agree is American in boxing.
Yeah.
Everyone hurts the guy, so you can say, yeah, weak chin, but
He has a weak chin. Get him when he's coming in.
I seen him get
go
dropped.
100 miles per hour, get caught, and then
he get dropped by guys that's not known to be punchers. So now you can say weak chin, but you getting knocked out by heavy hitters. I'm like, I just wanted to know because I be reading comments and get people's perspectives on things. I'm like, you seen the Canelo knockout?
Yeah.
You seen the Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is a fairly hard puncher with that left hook. So okay, but I seen him. Even though he won the fight, he fought a guy named Sammy Vasquez and. Vasquez put him down, a few other guys put him down. These ain't like hard punches, you know?
Mm-hmm.
These are like decent guys, so now I'm like, yeah, you got a weak chin. American is one of them guys, if you find yourself in the 12th round, you're probably losing because he's probably outboxing the shit out of you, but you always know, it ain't like he's a defensive fighter, so you know eventually I'm going to catch the man.
He's more of like an outcome.
Yeah, because
he's going to throw a lot.
If you go on rounds with him, he's probably kicking your ass. Because even in the Canelo fight, he was winning until he got clipped. But we all know it's a matter of time. If you was really into the box, you like it's only a matter of time for Canelo catch the man.
What do you think about Mike Tyson and Roy Jones coming into it?
I loved it, but then he pushed it back and. Mike is looking. It's cool. It's supposed to be a charity bout.
Mike Tyson's looking better and better.
Yeah, he worried up though.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, that's a natural. You could tell an aging body and work out. At first, he's looking like, okay, that's real. But now
they're both doing things though.
Now he's looking. I haven't seen Roy. Roy still looked as saggy the last time I seen like an old man, but a 50-year-old guy, but still in shape for a 50-year-old guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You seen him recently?
No.
Oh, because I wanted to. Because I'm looking. I'm like, now Tyson is on some shit. You know that puffy look.
But he was like, Roy Jones said that they're doing the testing.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. They're training like a regular boxing match.
So I wonder how much of that has to do with the date getting pushed back. If they doing testing now, because I thought it was an exhibition.
That he said, I just listened to the podcast. He said that it is an exhibition.
But they're treating it
like a regular match.
And
they're getting tested by Boxing Athletic Commission.
So that's what makes me wonder now, because they're supposed to fight in September and they got pushed back. And now that you're saying that, and me making an assumption Tyson is on something, I wonder how much of the date getting pushed back.
Or maybe that's just naturally him. Because I think it was Mike. He wasn't on anything. He was like fluffy.
Yeah, when he first.
Then he became vegan, shed some weight, and then he got caught fat from his wife. And then he started working out, and then he said it just popped out.
No, I'm gonna show you like that. I don't know if I can find a picture. It's a picture when he was looking ripped and everyone's going crazy on the internet. That looked natural.
Mm-hmm.
What I seen recently, he's like too puffy, and I'm like, normally that's a sign of people that's on like some roids or something. It's a puffy look. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It's like a puffiness. It's a puffiness.
Roid user.
Oh, okay, all right. It's a puffy look that's normally with guys that's on some shit.
Just type in Mike Tyson 2020.
Yeah. No, I was just checking out the Andre losses. Okay. He got his last one.
That was 8 minutes ago.
I know. No, that's what my page was stuck on. Yeah. When you go to the.
Yeah. What do you think's on?
I like Roy better, but Tyson is gonna definitely bulldoze him. But Roy, you know, like you said, what you call it, the Asian chin? Oh, yeah.
Not the Asian. I think,
the no chin?
He went to heavyweight, he dropped down.
I think that killed him.
Hurt really bad, and ever since, he hasn't been the same.
Nah, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Who was it? Antonio Tarver caught him.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think Roy won
Johnson
the first time,
caught
the
him.
second time.
Yeah.
They didn't fight 3 times, right?
Twice. I think it was 3.
I think that's a fight that Roy probably wants to avoid.
Yeah.
Not that he's saying he's scared. Now, I believe when he says, I will die in the ring. Because he says that all the time. I'd rather die in the ring.
I believe him.
There's only a few ways to go out.
I don't believe him. There's a lot of fighters with that dying ring mentality.
Do you think like how would you want to die? I like to die on stage.
Not on no damn ring, you know. Maybe at home. I don't want to be in no hospital with no health conditions or nothing.
I want to die. I like to die on stage.
Ooh.
Like in front of everybody. Like a last call. Do what I love. Honestly, somewhere where I work at that I love doing. So it's not work. It's I love doing this.
Yeah. That's your thing.
Yeah, entertains and like if I just slouched out of nowhere, I'm happy.
you did it in life, yeah.
Or like maybe say if one of those people who owns the house and then you don't see them for like 3 years and all of a sudden they're like mummified their own couch. TV's still on somehow.
Oh shit.
Or I have another like Thanos.
Thanos, how do you that?
You didn't see the last one?
You got killed.
Yeah, you know, like.
What you mean when you die like that?
I probably did something bad. Not true. Like in your farm and you just.
In the beginning when alright. In the beginning when he got him, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I was like, oh, they killed him. You don't want to die like that.
Did I genocide the whole universe? Maybe. You got tired.
That was an excellent story character written, man.
Oh, Thanos?
Yeah. The best one you can make.
Do you think he was a bad guy?
That's the thing.
Or was he so?
That's what makes the great characters, like I said, when you can relate to the guy and you be like, hold on. That guy, maybe he's not bad. He seen what happened. He lived, you know, the dude was an old motherfucker. He lived thousands of years. So he seen what happens to planets and universes.
He seen what happened to his own
planet, especially on top of that, how overpopulated, they run out of resources. Mm-hmm. His whole thing was people randomly die because they was trying to say, you know, he don't want it to be a class thing or the rich and just kill off the no. He was like, let's randomly do it. Whoever gets it, you know. I get what he was doing.
But one
that's what makes
dumbass race.
That's what makes it great. Like to take it to the another character I know everyone hating the Naruto shit.
Madara. Itachi.
Danzo.
I
said, when you look at it, that guy wasn't really a bad guy. He was doing whatever it takes to protect the league.
I never heard of Danzo. What
Danzo, that was the dude with the patch that had Uchiha's on his arm.
What was he saying?
In front of his whole thing is people will look at him, this guy's a shitty person. He's doing this, he's doing that. He set this guy. He was doing what it takes to protect the league village. Whether you agree with it or not, he protected the league.
Yeah.
That was his home. So he just had probably a more grimy or fucked up way of doing it, but he was protecting his castle. But a lot of people will say he's a bad guy, but from my perspective, he's a great, excellent damn character. I don't know if you ever finished the Naruto shit?
No.
Oh, all right. Great, excellent character.
I know all about it.
Okay, but you just never like, okay, all right.
But I didn't get to finish it.
I thought he was one of the excellent villains, man.
He
did a lot of grimy stuff, but he was doing it for his home. So.
I didn't like Danzo. He kind of bored me.
Yeah.
I was more like Tachi.
Tachi was another one.
Tachi was the person.
Everyone liked him, so I don't want to use that because everyone liked him. Even when he was bad, people liked him.
And Tachi is one of those. He reminded me of like Shishomaru from Inuyasha. Shishomaru.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But Itachi is not a person that you.
That's a ride or die person.
You listen to when you're depressed, because his thoughts, his mind frame.
He got a well-written story, a horror movie. His story was horrible.
Him in pain.
What he did to his plan for the village, man. I said, just me being him, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I would slaughter my whole clan for the village, but he loved the village more than his damn clan. He just loved his brother more. He trusted Sasuke.
He killed his best friend,
his lover,
girlfriend, his parents.
Yeah.
His parents.
And that was the hard one because they didn't even fight back.
They didn't fight back.
His father was like, I'm not going to fight you back. I love you, whatever choice. I was like, damn.
I'm proud of you.
I was like, damn.
Choice you made.
How can you kill him after that? Like, that shit was, ooh.
Not even kill him, like put a sword through him or like slit his throat. He split him in half.
Tachi is doing a lot. That's why everyone, once you hear that story, I think you like him even more if you didn't like him before, you know. I normally always like to steer towards the bad guys or the people that don't, the guys that people wouldn't like. I knew everyone was gonna either like main Me, I hate main characters personally because they all predictable. Yeah, they all Goku, Naruto, it's predictable.
Way.
You the main character, they got some special, they stronger than everyone. Don't you notice, like, in every anime, they father always have to be some legendary fighter or some stupid strong guy.
I got some manga spoilers for you, though.
It's weak, and that's why I liked it, though. The original Dragon Ball Z story, Goku father being a low-level warrior, having to fight it. I liked it because I said he wasn't the strongest ever, well-known. He was a low-level guy, so now they trying to make him to some. Oh, he was really the first super. I'm like, oh.
I liked it because like Borat.
Yeah.
Because if he's fighting somebody, it's gonna be a fight. Because it's gonna be me and you.
The way they did it in a movie too was fine.
Same shit. We are like the same power, and
he's just a better fighter.
It's brutal. Yeah.
That's another thing about the old Dragon Ball Z. I think the fightings was a little bit more well thought out. Even if in Dragon Ball it was more about, it was a little bit more on scale. But now if you watch Super, everything is like power ups.
Yeah.
You just power up and just shoot blind.
And everybody's excited. And
yeah.
But the movie was hot.
Well, the first Bardock, right?
With Broly.
The first Broly, the new Broly.
Yeah.
The new one was cool. I just didn't like how they changed the story, but I get it.
They just want to change things up. Right?
Yeah.
And
you know, Dragon Ball Z is already hard.
He's a good person now.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z is hard. I still watch it because I'm a fan, but it's hard to be written. I Google like the creators and the guys that got it, and
like everybody complained about like Star Wars and shit. Okay, this one, everybody hated it, but just because I'm a fan of it, I'm just enjoying it.
You enjoying it? See,
I think that's like the same aspect of it.
I think the last two Star Wars. I never really seen the old one, so
I'm a fucking.
So people was always like, "Oh my gosh, you like them movies?" I'm like, "Yeah," but I don't really know about the older joints. So for me, it's like, "Oh yeah, this is good."
From the older things, you gotta realize that they have books on books on books, and it's all thought out, and it's in his universe. This new shit is just adapted from other people. He may come like in the middle of it to probably readjust some things, but this is all Disney.
Yeah. That's a lot of people like Disney always rolling shits, and I'm like, they the ones that stopped the dope game, the Force, because they said it was too brutal. I heard.
What?
Disney. When they got the ownership of Star Wars, remember the Force Unleashed?
I
said that was like the best Star Wars game ever, but they said, oh, it was too violent. I said, what the fuck y'all talking about? They don't want to.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, Disney do ruin shit. They try to PG-13 everything.
And what I like about every time when they make a game, they put it inside the universe. So like, what in this latest movie?
Disney game, you mean?
Yeah. Who was the Force Unleashed main character? What was his name?
Yeah, I don't even know.
His name was like Star Lord, Star Killer. Star Killer. Yeah. And then later on, they have Star Killer base. So he's built in that.
Oh, but they ever mention him in the movie, or they just mention it?
They acknowledge him in books.
Oh, okay.
And then.
So they took the game and they started acknowledging it in the books or comics. What they do? They do books.
Yeah, they
do books. Okay, all right.
And then like the cartoon, right?
Yeah.
They had a cartoon of it, the Clone Wars.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then after that, they had Rebels, and they had the two main Jedi's in that. They had it in the latest movie calling out to the girl, about to kill what's his name, the master, the Sith Lord.
Okay, see, me watching, I like it, but the people that been there, like real fans and seeing all it, a lot of them was like, oh yeah, it's whack or whatever. But you definitely, you the first person to say, I'm a super fan. I'm just enjoying it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just don't be so strict on or hard on it or hard on yourself. Just enjoy. There's people still making the shit.
Yeah. I hear that.
Because they could stop and you could never see that shit again.
It's like,
I know people are sad.
I get your point, but I'm the same too. I'm kind of wishing it would probably stop. 'Cause the way they written these stories, and it's just to me, I don't like. I still watch it because I'm a fan, but
then we wouldn't get the Mandalorian that's out on Disney, and everybody loves that shit.
oh yeah,
Everybody loves Mandalorian.
oh that's a
They
show,
got,
right?
Yeah, they got Baby Yoda.
Oh, all right, that's
Everybody
okay.
love you. You better not say you don't love Baby Yoda.
Yoda was a character. Yeah.
He's an
Okay.
icon now.
All right. Yeah, but yeah, I get that perspective. I understand. I'm the same way. When I first heard they were doing Deadpool for Marvel, I said, oh man, they gonna PG-13 and shit. It's gonna be whack. But once they kept it to the roots, I said, all right, Disney, y'all doing your thing. I said, these Marvel movies supposed to be brutal. You should take out PG-13, but
I mean,
Disney, they always want to cater to the kids. That always been like their brand.
the Avengers all throughout was for kids.
Yeah, it was dope, but
Yeah.
the shit really gets brutal. Like,
Mhm.
a lot of them are supposed to be dead. A lot of these characters are supposed to really, if you really know the Civil War, and even the Infinity War for the Infinity,
I mean,
it's dope. I like what they did with it.
If you do it like that, it's more like predictable. But Iron Man died brutal.
I like what they did with it. And you remember, I used to be like, why Wolverine cut no one? He got these claws, but you used to barely see him cut. You see him cut like objects. I'm
You
like,
saw the Wolverine movie, right? The latest one.
Old Man.
Yeah, he cut these.
I thought that was dope, but it took so long.
Just to do that.
That's what I was like. But I'm talking about like in general from like the first X-Men movie to now. I used to be like, yo, why ain't cutting no one? What's going on? He's cutting doors, but
That was Fox.
Yeah, I get it.
That's Fox. Fox fucked.
I just like stop PG-13 shit. Make Star Wars brutal.
Yeah.
Make that shit brutal. People gonna like it. And the kids, they gonna find some way to watch it regardless. You know. But I get it. Disney, their whole brand has been geared toward the children, so I get it. But I'm like, that shit be.
Because kids keep on coming.
But I'm happy Deadpool was so successful. Now maybe they won't be so closed off to the idea of making some of these movies
R-rated.
yeah, R-rated. You know.
Venom. Venom is.
I gotta be. They making a tool now, or it's in the works or whatever.
And I think Spider-Man is gonna be the newest.
That was my thing, yeah, because Fox, Sony got the rights to the Spider-Man, while Disney got the rest of Marvel.
Yeah, fucked it up.
And that's what because I'm like, the Venom movie was cool, but I was like, how you tell Venom's story without Spider-Man? The story that comes from Spider-Man. They put it in San Francisco, the Bay.
Collaborate.
That's what I'm saying. Like they gotta like how you like now they doing a Morbius, which I'm like it's dope, but I'm like, how you gonna tell Morbius story without Spider-Man? They gotta change it up, but
the thing I also see like a pattern of is Disney is taking over. They're taking over almost everything.
hell yeah.
They're monopolizing.
Hell yeah.
And if you collaborate with them, eventually they're gonna sink their teeth to move in to grab that character.
Probably. As long as you got your
But then it holds us hostage. And
as long as you got your money and your paper, Sony got money and they got to get your paperwork right, you can stop that.
Or like this.
Because they got Spider-Man, they still let Marvel use Spider-Man. I was just like,
yeah, but after there's no more Spider-Man, everybody loves Spider-Man.
Yeah, they still working on it. At least from recently, but I said they found some agreement that like Marvel could still use Spider-Man. It was just all the rest of Spider-Man. Like,
yeah, I have a little saying after that.
That's another dope anime, but I heard the people that read the mangas, they said it gets like fucked up. Cause this writer, at least from what I was told, he's really the guy that I was saying that the other guys want to do everything himself, but I already got sick and shit. Yeah.
Oh, he got sick?
Yeah, that's why the anime hasn't come out. And I said, hey, get someone in your team to continue the story. And
yeah.
From what the people I know that's the fans, and they say, nah, he wants to do it. But he's like, he became ill or something. So that's why the anime stopped.
I mean, you can be sick, but that doesn't stop your fucking
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah.
You have phones, do something with that.
Or
That shit probably just comes from ego. You not.
Yeah, that's what I think. I like have Joe finish the story and he run it by you before you put it out. That's it. Just tell him, hey, make sure you add this into the part, or
You know, on your legacy being.
Yeah.
I was sick in bed and.
The
I
original.
didn't have the energy to watch this TV.
The original creator of Dragon Ball Z passed. He got the rest of the company or whoever he left it to. They take it over.
Yeah, I know
Yeah, the
that.
original.
I know he's old as fuck, but
I believe died in the 90s, a car accident. I know it was a car accident. He stopped at Super Saiyan 3.
Hmm.
So, or everything after that is not originally his, which is cool.
I'm taking this person.
It's
I know
cool.
In my head, I'm like, you have destroyed that guy's whole family.
So,
You're supposed to know before you hit this guy's car. Let me hit another car. That's the creator of it, Dragon Ball Z.
Off the top,
Hmm.
name me like your top 5 anime characters. It don't gotta be number one and put in any order. Just off the top.
Top 5?
What comes to your mind? Your top 5 anime characters.
Itachi. Because
Oh, 5, yeah.
that's a type of person that you can sync personalities with.
Tachi is that dude.
You ever watch an anime so long you almost become that person?
You want to pick up his personality?
Yeah. I remember watching his episodes and then going to work and then doing some Itachi shit that I wouldn't be able to do normally. Or handle a situation and have an understanding of it and just be like OD calm.
He's great. He's another one. Wasn't really a bad guy.
Pain,
Uh,
another one. Then I'm gonna go to.
it can be comic, American style or whatever. Either whatever cartoon, anything.
I don't even know what American style is.
You know, like the X-Men and all of that shit.
Oh.
It can be whatever. Yeah.
Legend of the Legend of Aang. Avatar.
Yeah, the original. The character Aang or
No.
Oh, okay.
I liked the Aang, but he wasn't
like
playful.
it. Oh yeah.
The person that I liked was more like Toph.
Yeah, the blind bandit.
Blind bandit. Fuck you up with her feet.
Yeah.
Then they didn't explain the story at all between that and Korra. I want to know what's the middle part.
Oh, you watched the whole Korra, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just don't know what. Yeah, that's why when you first said Legend of Aang, I thought they had a story telling the middle.
They don't say how this girl's brother died. They say that Aang died from old age because he was in the thing for 100 years and that was keeping him alive.
Yeah. So he's there.
I like Iroh, the uncle.
Dragon of the West.
I like the uncle. Yeah, I like silliness, but I like wise characters.
And he was a beast.
Mm-hmm.
He just, after the son died, he went to that.
It's only once in a lifetime.
The wise one.
I get to experience this power.
Yeah, I like that uncle. Yeah. I forgot about her.
When I was in Ba Sing Se, I would defend it besides conquering it.
That's dope, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's 4, right?
You said
Itachi, Marta, not Marta.
You said Pain. Dragon of the West. You got 2 more. That's 3.
And Toph.
Okay, yeah, the blind band. That's right. You did say that.
And
that's fine.
I'll come back to you for that.
That's a nice list. I'm trying to think of like my top 5, man.
I like wise characters that have a deep meaning. I can sink my teeth into.
I think one character that everyone likes now from Naruto, but probably didn't like it back in the days because everyone was liking Kakashi, Sasuke, and Naruto.
Kakashi! my guy?
Yeah. I like the Shikamaru.
Oh yeah.
That was my favorite. Like before anything, I knew everyone was gonna like Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi. Shikamaru was always my guy.
Became the smoker.
Very lazy motherfucker, but what I liked about him. Not OD strong, he outbeat you by just outthinking, planning. He wasn't like the strongest guy there. He had the ability to probably beat dudes stronger because he could outplan them, outthink them. That's what I really liked about him. Yeah. He analyzed real quick. So the Shikamaru was one of mine.
He used to play chess all the time.
Yeah.
His pops used to be like, couldn't be like that.
Pops couldn't beat him. His sense, Asuma Sarutobi couldn't beat him. Oh man. That's why I got Shikamaru. Another one would be top 5 anime. Yeah, I told you one. I know everyone hated Donzo, but I liked it, the griminess.
Yeah.
I love the griminess behind it. This guy had his hands in everything. He the one that pushed the original Kakashi Pain into the dark side. I don't know if you, yeah, you seen it, but it's been a while, or I don't know if you made it there.
Is it Boruto?
Yeah, Naruto, no, Shippuden. But it's
Yeah.
kind of like the original Akatsuki story.
Gosh. Why that drove his father to kill himself? Or?
No, not Kakashi, the Akatsuki, the Red Coat, the organization. Okay. He was the one that pushed it because when Akatsuki was making a name, you know, they was fighting to protect the Hidden Rain village because, you know, the Hidden Rain was it wasn't one of the 5 great nations. It was a lower shinobi village. Mm-hmm. And when great wars used to happen, the second and the third, they used to get caught in a battle between the Leaf and the Stone village and the Stone and the Sand village. So when they was making their name fighting for peace, the leader of the Hidden Rain was Hanzo the Salamander. Mm-hmm. He wasn't a bad guy, but he was another guy protecting the rain. He acknowledged them like, all right, salute. They're fighting for peace. But Donzo, he came, he was afraid of what the Akatsuki was doing and shit. It was might mess up the Leaf in the war. So what he did, he told Hanzo that they killed the soldiers, but Donzo killed the soldiers. And he brought the body back, like, look what the Akatsuki did or whatever, planning in his head, these guys are no good. Yeah. So Hanzo sends a letter like, I'm gonna meet up with you guys. I'm gonna discuss how we can join forces. And it was a setup by Donzo and his foundation and Hanzo the Salamander. So pretty much Naruto, the red, you know, the one that had the Rinnegan, he was put in this situation where he had to kill the leader, which was his best friend. Yahiko stabbed him. Yeah. Yeah, because they had the other one. He's like, we'll let her free if you kill him. And he's like, nah, I believe in you more, Naruto. I'm going to die. And that's what pushed him to the dark side.
That pushed Pain to the dark
side? Yeah, and that's just all of this, a lot of the big major events happened.
Naruto killed
Yahiko, the origin. Yeah. More like Yahiko killed himself. He told him to put the knife in and he ran into the knife. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what pushed him to the bad side. Like, yo, you know, that this world, there ain't no hope for this world. I gotta take control. And plus, you know, Obito was pitching in his head. Mm-hmm. Oh, you should do this, you should do that.
So he came in later though, right? He wasn't always there.
No, he came in Shippuden. If you mean he was in the original Naruto?
No, was he in the original Akatsuki? He wasn't always there.
He wasn't with the original. He came before everyone else. That's not named Naruto and Konan. Because he tried to get with them first, like, yo, what you fighting for is useless. Don't fight for peace. It ain't going to work. Because if you know, Naruto, he had the Rinnegan. You know how he got it? The original Madara, before he died, he gave him the freaking Rinnegan. And he gave it to him when he was younger because he's an Uzumaki. Like Naruto, a trait from the Uzumaki people, they had red hair. Naruto don't got it because, you know, he's mixed with a different clan. Yeah. But he's still an Uzumaki. You know, their clan was known for having a high life force. They live longer than that. That's how Naruto got a lot of that chakra reserve. Mm-hmm. That's the Uzumaki. Their specialty was sailing jutsus and all of that. And they were real cool they was from the land of Eddies, which was real cool with the Leaf. I'm giving you on the whole story, but
nah, you just driving me to watch the whole shit?
Yeah, nah, it's dope. Yeah, because the first Hokage, he marries a Uzumaki. I think, yeah, Tsunade is part of Uzumaki too. Yeah, so alright, so I said Donzo, I said Shikamaru, another one. Oh man, you seen Akame ga Kill? Yeah. Favorite anime. Favorite anime. You know why? Yes, unexpected. Mm-hmm. I get tired. I told you.
You know, there's more of it though. There's the manga.
Oh, see, I'm not big on the reading though, man.
Nah, I'm not either.
I'm a guy. Okay.
I had to find out. I was like, yo, there's still this guy that he's a basic ass dude. Okay. That's just the stories are surrounding him, so you know the other characters.
That's
dope.
That's
the girl with the black hair.
I love Akame ga Kill. Akame, man. The reason about this, like you said, everyone dies.
The girl that I like died.
Oh yeah, I liked it a lot of them.
The girl with the blonde hair, but she had dark skin.
Yeah, she got the little animal stuff. She was dope, man.
She got shot up.
Yeah, but I'm trying to pick who I like from Akame, but until then, I'm just tell you, why I liked it, because everyone, I get tired of animes. It gets predictable. Even the good ones, it gets predictable. So when I seen everyone was getting plucked off, because it puts you in the development, you know, it's character development. You start liking them, you start cheering for them, and they get plucked off. That was great, man. I would probably say a comedy. Yeah, I think her character was well written too.
So her?
Yeah.
Person?
I like a lot of other people too, but
She ain't too much to me.
I liked her character though. She was chill. She was laid back.
Laid back.
I like that. You know, they do the little expressions and
She
shit.
like to eat.
She don't share her food. Yeah.
She had the little.
All of them was dope. Like you said, I like the Leone. I'm just you know randomly picking. If I had to really take time to write, the one that you like, the blonde hair one, right?
Oh, yeah.
I like the Chelsea. I think that was the one with the lollipop pink hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got her head chopped off. I liked all of them, man. Even the commander, you know.
She's the one with the sniper rifle. Right?
I like the ass stuff too, the ice
the sniper rifle?
The eye patch. No, the commander is the one with the eye patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot who was the one with the sniper. I forgot her name.
How did she die?
The sniper?
That's the one with the lollipop hair, though.
No, the lollipop.
And she was upset about her friend dying with the scissors.
Oh, no, that wasn't Chelsea. I forgot her name. I know what you're talking about. She dies, I think, overexerting herself in a battle. She won the battle, beating the one that killed the friend with the scissors. They had a dope battle, but she used a lot of her force, a lot of her power and energy. I guess like overusing it, you know. Kind of look at it Naruto, you overuse your chakra.
Yeah.
That's how she died, you know.
I remember first seeing I was like, yo, this character is mad nice. It's so sweet. She had the scissors and she was nice.
Oh, yeah. Bubbly, right?
The way she died was so fucking
vicious.
Yeah.
See her arms get chopped off. She had her whole body's pretty much a machine. Had the gun.
Not her. The one she killed.
That was what you saying.
Yeah.
With the shit, I think her shit was the dog, the organic. Imperial Arms, they call it. She had organic.
And the Imperial Arms bit the bitch with the scissors.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, what the?
Oh, I forgot her name. Yeah, the purple hair. The lavender or purple, whatever her hair was.
But that girl was gentle, and then she became a monster.
She was gentle. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, she was nurturing Tatsume and shit.
I got 2 more characters for you.
Okay, yeah, you can spit your 2 because I just did 3 years.
Spike from Cowboy
Spike
Bebop.
Spiegel, my favorite anime.
That dude I could watch for days.
Smooth motherfucker, bro.
And he's not doing shit really. He's just
smoking, drinking.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites, man. I love that anime, man. Cowboy Bebop.
Trigun.
Oh, Bash the Stampede.
That dude. Yeah. I wish he didn't stop it because now he has his brother.
Bash the Stampede. What was they story? They were plants? Explain that to me. I watched it. I just never quite get it. It's like they organic plants? What, humanoid plants?
I think they were like organic humans.
Yeah, okay, all right.
And there were a whole bunch of other people, but they were dying. And I think they outlived everybody else.
Oh, okay, all right.
And they're 100 years old, hundreds. And they were like children.
I was trying to understand that part. Like, what were they? Plants? Okay, all right.
It took a long time for them to age and grow out.
Yeah.
But the person that they loved was dying, the girl.
I remember how she died, and the brother with the
brother was killing everybody.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Okay, all right. I was just lost. I didn't know exactly what they were. Okay, like humanoid plants or whatever. Okay, all right.
And then they just had that one episode where their arm split open and it's like this huge fucking gun. And they're shooting at each other with it. And then...
Oh, man. So I said Shikamaru, I said Danzo, I said Akami.
I remember that dude with the priest dude that died in there?
On Trigon?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't remember the priest dude.
There was a priest dude, and in the last episode, the brother took both arms, and he was about to end his own brother, Vash.
Oh.
And the priest dude had this big cross gun, and he brought it out, right in the knees.
Yeah, I like grimy shit, man, especially in anime, man. The unexpected, that's what gets me, man, the unexpected. So I said Shikamaru, Akame, Danzo. I'm not too sure if you're familiar with this anime. Gungrave.
Nah, I didn't see that.
That one was very short, like 26 episodes, but I like it because you see the come up of two young orphan boys not infiltrate, but work their way to become crime syndicates up into the mafia.
I hate when I watch an episode I watch a great cartoon, great anime, 26 episodes or 2 seasons, and I'm just like, where the fuck is the rest?
Here's the rest.
There's more.
There's more.
And then you find out the company went under.
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah.
why did you stop? But you could watch the manga. I'm like, why did
No,
I grab the manga?
I want to see.
Else?
Me, I'm more visual with the shows. I want to actually see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to watch it. I don't
Yeah, the character I like, the main character was dope too. Brandon, I like the Harry. You see the transformation to him getting grimy and grimy. The more he moves up into the organization, he kills his best friend, which is Brandon. But he gets brought back to life with the necromancer and whatever. Brought back
And
from
we
the
have to
dead.
keep him forever.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
his pain.
He kills his man because he was doing 30 things to become the head of the boss, and Brandon was more sticking to the code, and
Mm-hmm.
and Harry's getting greedy, like, nah, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get to the top, because they were from the orphanage, and I think it was one time when you see them reminiscing, and like when they were boys after they got their ass kicked by whoever owned the orphanage or whatever, and it was like, what are your dreams? What do you want? And Harry's like, my dream is to be in a position where I can give and take as much as I want. And you see that play out through the show, like, he's playing guard, he's playing judge and jury, the griminess of it, so yeah, Brandon won.
He's doing Death Note again.
Yeah. And my last, will be like one of my last characters in the top 5, man. Oh, man. Throw out some animes for me. I know one of them is gonna hit.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do you. Throw out another one. Oh, Kenshin. Oh, shit.
Kenshin was good.
Now I got some choices now. Yu Yu Hakusho, Kenshin. Kenshin was fire, man. Okay. From Yu Yu Hakusho. Man, I like a lot of the characters, man. I'm gonna probably say
Not Kabibora. What's his name?
Cool Ball. Yeah, yeah. He was the only one I was like, I'm shaking on. Yeah.
Let's do
Yukina.
You can't do this, Yu.
Oh, man. Oh, man. And you said Kenshin, damn.
Kenshin, yeah. I liked the guy with the big sword, but
I fucking Sanosuke, right?
yeah, he just became like comedy relief.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
they could have a little bit more seriousness with him.
once he got his sword broken, this was like, all right, now he fights with his
Hands.
hands. But he's always getting fucked up and cut up.
Yeah.
But he's a cool character, so focus on more a little bit.
The other dude that used to fight with the 2 swords, you know his name? He had the long sword and the short sword for like defense.
Kenshin?
Nah, it was a dude he fought like 3 times in that show. I think the first time he lost or it was a draw.
Was it the last in Kenshin, right?
Yeah, in Kenshin.
Was it the last guy?
No. It wasn't the last guy.
Was it the mummy guy?
Nah, that's Shishui or whatever. It was another dude, long coat.
Great at names.
Yeah. He was dope too though. But one guy that I liked in the Kenshin was he used to fight with 2 swords. He fought Kenshin a few times. Kenshin had to go to his master and learn like the last secret move. The last time he beat him, put like a big fucking scar on his chest. whatever that dude named, that's one of my top 5s. So I said Danzo, I said Kame, I said Harry from Gungrave, Shikamaru from Naruto, and the dude that fought with the 2 swords in Kenshin.
Like a gay dude from Hunter x Hunter.
He's a weird guy, but the character, I don't know. It's like I like him, but I'm trying to find another word for saying that I like him.
Do they ever get to see Gon's father?
In the cartoon, yes.
Yeah.
I heard the manga. They so far, but I don't read the manga. I like to watch it. But he meets him in the anime. He meets his father. His father like a deadbeat, bro.
OD.
His father ain't even wanted to meet. It was one time they
want to see him.
You seen it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They like, yo, go talk to your son.
I'm up to season 2.
They like, yo, go talk. It was one time they in the same building. And he's trying to hide. And all the other hunters are like, man, go talk to your son. What are you doing?
No.
And he's like,
he has
oh,
to
no.
find me.
Yeah, his father's the ultimate deadbeat, bro. I'm thinking he's doing some special mission. Nah, he just don't want to. He just don't want the responsibility.
He was like, Gone. I know you're looking for me. I made this game, but I'm not here.
Yeah. Yo,
I was like, yo, you choosing not to see this guy.
and what I like too, it don't really give me the impression that his father is the strongest because you have a whole bunch of other strong hunters.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what made me. I like it because remember I tell you about the main character father always gotta be some legendary fighter and the strongest. He is strong and he is his father. He's strong. He's well known, but he's also a bunch of other hunters because they got like stars. Once you get to a pro, you got I forgot how many stars they do.
Yeah, he's on the map.
He was like a level 2, level 3. And you had other people with 4 stars or 3, so it was like, okay, at least they gave me that impression. There's other guys like on his caliber or stronger, you know?
And I was thinking One Punch Man.
Oh, I seen when it first came out. I don't know where they at now, but that guy, I call him an adult version of Caillou. He beats everyone with one punch. It's still like that?
Yeah.
Oh my, he destroys everyone. I'm
Season
like,
2, he's not going through any issues. I think as long as you stay clear from this guy, you're good. They build your story up perfectly, real well, and then if you're a bad guy and you about to fight Saitama, you get fucked up.
oh, so that's interesting. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
They build the character of the bad guy. I gotta watch that. That sounds interesting.
They build up
Character
in season
development.
2. They build up the character for the bad guy. Season 1 was all about him
Yeah.
trying to find a challenge and to.
Now, so there's only 2 seasons. How many episodes is the second season? Okay. I ain't know that. I stopped. I liked it, but I said, all right, yes. But now that you told me they take that perspective, they take the antagonist and develop him and build him up. So you like the guy, then you see Caillou come with the what?
He didn't even like do that. He went like. It was more like they build up this character, and then he's known as the hero killer. So he's going, instead of like he's killing all the heroes, and now all the heroes is after this one guy. But Saitama's not really paying no mind.
I like it, man. That's an interesting perspective. Because instead of focus on Saitama, they focus, that's dope, man. That is fine. I gotta watch that, man.
And you like him. He looks hot. His hair is split. He look like one of the guys from Bleach.
I like that. That's a fine perspective on working on it. Take notes, anime. Like, stop being so cliche. Do different shit like the comedy and like that. Do different shit. I like that, but you brought something to my mind. You said the hero killer. My top 5. I said anime character, cartoon characters. I'm gonna take out the 5th one I had was the dude with the 2 swords from Henshin, and put in the hero killer Stain from My Hero Academy.
Yeah.
Stain. That was when you said hero killer. I said, I forgot Stain.
That was hero killer also.
Hero killer Stain. Yeah.
And
I liked it, his philosophy, because you would say bad guy. I guess bad guy, but he only went after the
hero.
He went after the fake heroes, people that wanted to be the hero for perks. He's noticed he used to always say, only one is worthy is All Might. He's a true hero. You guys are being heroes for your own personal reason, to get rich, to get famous. You guys ain't real heroes. If you seen when he killed beat up the dude brother that had the leg shit.
Killed his brother. Right?
I think he kept him alive. He was alive because I remember after they stopped him, his brother was still badly hurt in the hospital. If I'm not mistaken, he was still up.
I think he killed him.
After so, but yeah,
no, he can't walk.
He can't walk. He took his legs out.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So he killed
the one episode, the part when he was fighting the younger brother, and he's like, "See, look at you. You supposed to be a hero. You trying to focus so much on revenge. You forgot to save the guy over there." And I was like, "Oh, I like this dude." And he used to say, "Only All Might is worthy." Then Midori came, Deku, he said, you're worthy too. At first, he didn't want to kill him. He's like, I like you. You a real hero. You were scared, and in spite of fear, you made sure you saved your friend to get out of here. I was like, Stain, that's my guy. That's a and even though they killed even though he dies, they killed him because when they did kick him in the rib, they said one of his ribs punctured his heart or whatever. Because it was one point when he got back up, and they all was like frightened and like, what the fuck? How are you still standing? They was all paralyzed by fear.
Killed him.
They was all even Endeavor, the number 2 dude was there. He was in fear, like, what the fuck what's wrong with this guy? And he inspired like the whole cartoon, pretty much all the villains.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dope character. Hero Killer Stan. I'm gonna get a shirt of him, man.
It reminded me of Deadpool.
Oh man.
Like a serious Deadpool.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. I like this Stan.
So he got guns and swords.
I know he got like weapons, knives, and blades, because his whole quirk, they call it in there, his ability, was when he tastes your blood, so he cut you with a knife and lick it and paralyzed. Yeah. You paralyzed for a certain number of time. Yeah. It makes that cartoon interesting because when you're a hero, everyone knows your abilities. So they fighting against guys, they don't even know the abilities. So it's interesting. I like that perspective because it makes sense. Like, you the top fighter, everyone knows what you do, but the under the radar guy working his way up in the ranks, I get it. I like that whole perspective, how they do it.
What are the enemies that you like the main character?
Oh yeah, that's a good one for me, because I'm always talking about I hate main characters.
Because I don't like Naruto when he's younger. I like him when he's older.
Oh, okay.
But he's not even the main character anymore. And I don't like Boruto.
You know, no one likes the actual Boruto.
I don't like Goku. I like Vegeta, but they always make Vegeta into a bitch.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't care for Inuyasha, but I love Shoshone.
Yeah, I even like the little pet monk. What's his name with the black hole in his head?
Oh yeah.
He's always trying to get the cheeks. I like that.
Pervy monk.
Yeah. Almost like, will you build my children? That was my guy.
I am the last of my kind.
That was my guy, the monk. I like him, man.
I don't like Ash. I like Misty.
Yo, she ain't in the new ones no more, right?
Nah.
I liked it when it was just Brock was cool, but I think Brock went back to the gym and he was him and Misty for some time. I'm like, yo, bring Misty back.
I remember Misty was like, in a way, trying to like, not say that they should be together.
Yeah. They don't really do that in Pokemon, right?
They don't really do that in Pokemon, but they had like kind of a...
It gives you that, yeah.
Oh. Ash was just like oblivious, like, I'm going to do. I'm over here.
Yeah. That'd be a turn of events if the Pokemon gets into the love scenarios, but they don't do that.
Nah.
It's cool. It's cool, man. Yeah. I mean, you're right. Misty was cool. Yeah, so what characters? I like the main character.
Yusuke.
Actually, yeah. I like Urameshi.
Yeah.
So for the start, I like the whole we fighting in high school beat. That shit was dope.
I remember when he first got hit by that car, the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Mad blood came out.
Oh, it was really brutal.
Over and over. Yeah.
Okay, they took that out in America.
Yeah, they took that out. He just got hit.
One time.
I mean, they show it when he gets like flipped over the car.
Yeah.
I think it just flashes.
Ooh.
But I like his fighting skills. And
Yeah, I like Urameshi. That was one character I didn't mind.
I just didn't like the ending.
The tournament and shit, and they all lost pretty much.
Yeah, they all lost, and he was the demon.
Yeah.
He had the thing in his chest.
Yeah, because his ancestor, his great whatever father was a demon. Demon King. That was dope though.
They killed the Demon King.
No, he killed himself because he didn't want to eat humans or whatever. Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't want to eat humans. He killed himself, so they killed him all.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I feel like they had like a time limit or how many episodes they could make.
Oh, so they kind of like rushed it. Yeah, because you ain't really see the whole tournament. Oh, that's what it was. That's interesting. Because I was like, damn, why they ain't put a little bit more details into the actual tournament? They rushed it. And you know what ended up winning? You remember in Dragon Ball Z, the 2 ogres, the red one? They had one of the demons in Yu Yu, it's the same creators. So pretty much the ogre from Snake Way. The demon that look exactly like, if I'm not mistaken, like he ended up winning because he loses to one of the kings.
I was so tired.
And who you skate for?
I think he fought Hiei. No.
He lost to one of the kings. He fought. Was it Karama friend? Remember the blind dude? That Karama left. Oh, if you remember the story, Karama the fox dude.
Ooh. Okay, I remember him. I like
Yeah, he had a friend when he was still a fox before he got the human form.
Mm-hmm.
One of his right hand man, I guess his right hand man was getting too reckless, and something happened when he left him for dead. But he ain't died, you know, he just lost his eye. He gets super strong. I think Yusuke fights him.
Mm.
I think they fight to a draw. So Yusuke lost. I don't know. Karama, was he in the tournament, or somehow he lost? I know he ain't lost. And then the older dude.
I like Hiei too.
Yeah, he's a dope character too.
I like Hiei to a point, and then they had him like he's strong,
Yeah.
but he can go higher than that.
The main characters. That's why I hate main characters.
Yeah.
Sometimes like the side characters are well written better. I feel like with Vegeta, much more relatable. I think he's more well written. You know, but you know he ain't the main character.
I like Vegeta and Trunks, Goten.
I think I like everyone more than Goku.
I didn't like Goku because he was just. It's either he was always there or he was always winning, and it was like,
Yeah.
After the Frieza thing, it was like.
It's the main character shit for me, man. But I hate main characters. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, you was naming the.
I like Kenshin.
Main characters that you like.
Spike.
Spike Spiegel.
Kenshin, Spike. I like Aang. I could deal with Aang. Korra was getting fucked up.
Oh yeah.
She was not strong.
I was like, yo, baby, little girly Aang was better than you.
I
I know he ain't a girl, but I think a few times people mistaken him for being a girl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Aang, yeah, you right.
Korra was getting
Boxed
smashed
up. Yeah.
by not even people that knew how to fight.
The dudes with the mask, he wasn't even a bender. He was just nice with the hands.
And
He used to kick our ass.
they had Ty Lee. They had her moves. You remember Ty Lee?
She was with the Azula.
Yeah.
Okay, right? Yeah. Yeah, she
Hit
was
you
a
with
cool
pressure
character
points.
too. Always walking on her hands and shit.
Just to find out she almost became the end of the world.
Oh yeah, it was. I forgot about that. I seen it.
No, that just that they could use her moves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. The Hugo style. Yeah. You sure she wasn't a Hugo, man? She was. She was a gentle fish. But anything tough will be a Hugo. She got the white eye, but she blind. The Hugos aren't blind. They just have fucking white eyes. I just seen someone that just look like they got no pupils and walking around. I'm like, you sure you can see me?
I don't be seeing blind people like with those eyes.
Yeah. I know the eyes be looking fucked up. A lot of times they wear shades or they don't keep their clothes. When blind people do open their eyes do be looking fucked up.
But I used to I liked Toph because she was like funny with her.
Tomboy too.
Tomboy.
She was gully. She was like, yo, hey, what the
She was more funny.
Yeah.
Like, it's over there. Really? No. Can't see.
Yeah. Alright, so main characters do I like? Shoot, I'm try to keep a little different list, so you did name a few people. I do fuck with Spike, but I ain't gonna say him.
I remember when Spike got choked out.
Oh yeah, the dude with the draw with the little steroid, eye steroid.
He came in mad cocky, got him from the back.
He was giving it to the dude till he took his drugs, but once Spike figured it out, he was like, I ain't letting you take that shit, I'm gonna fuck you up before you get a check.
Damn, I remember when she wasn't pregnant, she had the drugs inside.
Yeah.
And they
She
were
was
just
hiding.
Yeah, they were just
They
shooting
thought she
up
was
that car.
pregnant, yeah.
That I don't
She
think
ended
that's
up killing him because she like, you going too far. She was trying to get him. They was trying to go to Mars because you know in Cowboy Big Mars it was all the rich people that Earth. Something happened, I think a war, so the shit was like fucked up, and a lot of the cities is like impoverished. And all the rich people went to Mars.
Yeah.
So he was trying to escape to Mars, but Mars is guarded up. They don't want regular people like us. He was trying to get through, and she like,
And they lit them up.
yeah, she like,
Shut
all right.
the fuck out.
I said, I'm gonna have to put one in your head, baby. I love you, but we ain't making this. And the police like, hell yeah, they switch cheese that space. They switch cheese that shit. Yeah, I'm trying to think of characters, main characters I like, man.
And Spike loves her.
Oh man,
Like loves her than like Maya.
yeah. Nah, he was G-Mac. That's how they fought. He was G-Macking to her, and the dude like, you talking about
Yeah.
you making my girl laugh, and I think that's when he hemmed them up. He like, you making my girl laugh.
But the other girl liked him, Maya, right?
Oh,
Meg?
yeah. That's her name, right?
And she.
I was gonna get a shirt of her too, man.
Everyone wanted a date that she knew.
It was the last few episodes.
She knew that that he was gonna die, and
Yeah. Cause her story was she couldn't find out about her past.
oh yeah.
And once she found out, she was like, no, her conclusion like, let me fuck the past. Let me focus on what I got now. I got two friends or family or whatever how she looked at them. She put the energy. I'ma focus on her. And this when Spike was like, I gotta go. And she's like, she just came to the realization. Now I'm trying to fuck with y'all or you or whatever. Spike he was always haunted by his past.
Because his ex-girl.
Yeah.
She didn't even die, right? She came out of
so.
nowhere, but then she died later.
Yeah. It was him and the dude Vicious. Like, I don't know. I still never understand exactly what they were fighting over. The girl or because I know they was in the same crime syndicate.
I think they betrayed.
Yeah. Because they used to be right hand man. No, when Spike left.
Yeah.
I think that kind of pissed them off. They was like right hand mans, I guess. Yeah, that was a dope ending too.
Vicious shot him out the window.
Alright.
I'm fine, I'm fine, and he's just like,
Yeah.
pow.
I love the music. Yeah, they got like a lot of funky jazz, blues.
Mhm.
The ending, the real folks.
Some French music.
I love that. Yeah, they incorporated a lot of like jazz and funk, blues and shit into it. It was dope. One character, from a comedy, Tatsuman, the boy. You know why? Wasn't the strongest, wasn't the best.
He's not there.
I started to like him, build him up. He's learning from all of them. I'm thinking it's gonna be him and a Kami at the end, and he dies. I love him. Yeah, he dies.
Oh yeah.
Remember, because he's like the main character, so I liked it. He was really focused on him, but like I said, my problem is they always make the main OD strong, but in this one he wasn't the strongest.
Yeah.
Everyone around him was stronger. He's learning from them. He's leveling up. And he dies.
He became the strongest.
He came there to make money for his village, and I like this. I like his story.
You know what's funny? The bitch that loved him.
Asda,
I think they was trying. The girl was trying to go to his body.
Yeah.
At least she could bury him at least. To see him once more.
Froze the
This
whole
bitch
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole shit left.
Like nah.
You don't even get his body.
Yeah.
I don't think she had to die. She just.
It's like statutory rape. He was still like a teen. She was a grown ass woman.
It doesn't count those.
I know. I don't count in Japan. Yeah. Now, what's their age over there?
Oh, you don't want to talk about that.
All right.
Yeah.
I know it's horrible then.
Yeah.
Because I seen the anime when it was like the high school girl was trying to fuck with the teacher. I'm like, why is this a cartoon? But
I know.
And the show is alright. It's like, oh, that's your girl. And I'm like, you won't see that. She's still like a kid. She's like 15. She's 15 in the
Look it up on your phone now. Go ahead. You want to know
No, I'm okay.
the lowest in my country, in like, I'm Italian, Puerto Rican.
Yeah, what's the lowest in the town?
Italy? 13.
Isn't about the same, and I know in Spanish countries it's like the same too. 15. Okay.
So you could just
I can
smash
imagine.
a 15-year-old.
I think America is the only
13.
country with the restrictions like that.
I think it's 15 in Arkansas and Kentucky and stuff.
Yeah. It's starting to get, you're right, it's starting to get lower. Yeah, it's starting to get lower.
Yeah.
Now, like, I think in Nevada, they like, long as the parents give consent, like they make them sign like a form or something like that. So certain places is like that too.
What
Like,
age?
I don't know. As long as the parents would probably say it was okay, we gave consent, our 15 could date this older woman or whatever.
We about to go in the third hour, but I have a question for you,
Yeah.
and it has to deal with age of consent. Alright. Would you let your child sleep in the same room as Michael Jackson?
No.
Why?
It ain't even just Michael Jackson. I won't let my kids sleep anywhere with a grown man or woman.
Because I've been, just like how you said, you go to the forums and stuff.
Yeah.
I've been arguing motherfuckers about not letting. I used to have a bit of something about the Michael Jackson touching kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And the one thing I would go is like, who would let, like if I had to ask the question, who would let their kid sleep in the same room as Michael Jackson?
Like,
And if I see hands, I'm like, I'm gonna take your fucking kids away.
yes.
And it's like you don't let.
No, I don't let your kids sleep
No.
with any grown man. Like, what's wrong with you?
There's like these Michael Jackson didn't want to do it, or if he wanted to do it, he what? Not even if you're not a parent, don't let your kid.
And yeah, like, it's wrong with you people.
Yeah.
That's why I felt like, too, it's not enough accountability going towards the parents.
Yeah.
Like, yes, all right, get on Michael Jackson, whoever do that, but why ain't no one saying, hey, we're going to put some charges on the parents or question it? Let's go into their background.
You're the reason why I got touched.
Like, me,
I got cancer and I got touched.
yo, my parents, yo, when I was young, I never did sleepovers. They wasn't allowing that shit.
Yeah.
I never slept over at a friend house or nothing. My mom used to be like, don't eat at no one's house. You go to their house, let me talk to their mother on the phone. Before you leave, you call and let me know you never sleeping. So I'm protected, so I'm a lot protected over the youth, you know. Like, in general, do not let your fucking kids, like, sleep at no grown man house in the bed, like a woman or either. That's damaging for a kid, man.
Yeah.
But, you got some comments or?
That's sus.
You can read. Someone said that's sus. Hold on, what they said?
But it says I did something, so I was like.
Oh, all right.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, that's why I was like, read that, what they wrote.
I mean, did this just happen?
Nah, I was just having to turn. I don't know when it happened.
The sus thing about talking about Michael Jackson.
Someone said that's sus.
I don't know, man.
All right. Cause I seen a few of them. Oh shit, we got some comments. What they say? All
I
right.
don't mind the comment.
Nah, I don't mind. Like, keep it coming, man. I don't mind. If I ask you a question, I answer.
Y'all watch Naruto? Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you was talking about Naruto. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but.
Yeah, we gotta get into the third hour.
Yeah. But yeah, you parents. So you put that in a form, or you seen something that make you ask that, or?
Alright. Being harassed by police, always having people scared of them, and
what's the police perspective?
And then you have your own black perspective of black on black crime.
Yeah.
And then you have woman's perspective, and how like people will look at you. I think in their perspective.
Yeah, they got their impression story. Everyone got their, their perspective. Yeah.
I think in their perspective, they don't want to necessarily go for that. One is too easy. And that's
what you mean say that? What is too easy?
For one, it's too easy to take control with your vagina.
Oh, yeah.
But
it's really effective.
I think a lot of them are mental because they don't have to heavily rely on that.
Who is mental?
Females.
Yeah.
They go through a lot of stuff through chemicals, and they learn so much.
But what do you think is the most effective way of controlling someone?
Of course.
I was saying the mouthpiece.
We do it through our
but yeah,
our ads and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Of course that works because men are dumb, or they don't have how to like separate the two brains between penis and brain. And if you go around chasing, you could.
That's a lot.
There's dudes who spend their whole life chasing the tail.
Hell yeah, it's always gonna keep happening.
You know, if but you don't necessarily have to be like that.
Yeah.
That's a choice and habit of behavior. But women, they go do a certain thing and they're stronger mentally, and they could go do that. And I think they try and like what's it, Alexia Ortez? That's a smart bitch right there.
Oh, I'm not familiar. Alexia Cortez?
Cortez,
Oh.
AOC. You never heard that?
No.
She's like she's the one who keep on challenging. She's like a Puerto Rican from Bronx. She keep on challenging the.
Oh, she's a political lady. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, yeah.
And you know they're coming up. They're smarter in that way.
Oh, yeah.
I think the problem with like certain people like see my yeah. He doesn't have a girlfriend. This people who are stuck in their male perspective that when I go to Manhattan and I'm around strong women,
Yeah.
girls who could piece you up like verbally, and so like comic, they're basically males.
So you agree?
Huh?
What they say, the pen is mightier than the sword, but in this case, your words is mightier than the sword.
Yeah,
the mouthpiece is the most effective way.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But they could piece you up real nice. I don't know what my point of thought was.
Yeah, I think you was elaborating on what I was saying. Like the most effective way of controlling someone is the mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Comedians,
yeah,
they can influence your whole perspective on shit just talking. You know, they don't gotta beat you up or threaten you or nothing. They just tell you.
They don't have to necessarily be right.
Martin Luther King influenced a lot of people with speeching.
Yeah.
More than he ever did when he was walking around with guns. You know? That's why I was like, we just pretty much elaborate what we say. The most effective way to communicate is using your tongue, talking to someone.
That's just a lost art.
Yeah, you're right.
This is powerful.
Just then, like in general, being that you said that, because in the show I was watching on the Trail Talk, or Trail Boxing Talk, I should say.
What, the charisma of Muhammad Ali?
Nah, it was a boxing show, but it kind of turned into a general, I guess, or whatever, general purpose or general topic show, because of the quarantine, there was no boxing going on. So it just been random, and he was pretty much talking about girls, and how girls say, like, a lot of them are saying, like, even like in studies, they missing a real great conversation. They don't get the conversation, and when you said it's a lost art, it made me thought of that.
The girls are not getting.
A lot of girls are saying like they're not really getting great conversations, and the older dudes is like, yeah, because today's generation
is offensive.
You don't even gotta like talk to the girls now. They said back in the days before we got the chicks, we had to go through all this finessing and trying to please. He said now you just hit swipe and like it.
Yeah.
The guy's at your door, and he's like, he ain't do no talking to get there, so he ain't never like worked up on learning how to really talk or give you like that deep conversation.
So easy, went straight to the point.
He said everything is on the phone and it's lacking the communication. And then he brought up a great point. I said, that might be it, because I seen like on other shows like girls saying they not getting a lot of conversation, or the talking is, because girls, I think it's pretty obvious they like words.
Yeah.
Even if they know you tell them a lie, it just sounds magic to the ears.
Girls are great at talking about nothing.
Yeah.
Like when they come together, they can talk about bullshit that's going on, and it's like a fake emotion, and it's like ugh. But yeah, I talk to females that are actually very interesting.
Oh yeah. I come across them far less though, because a lot of, I guess this course is where I'm picking.
We in the hood and poverty.
Yeah, of course, yeah. This course, yeah. That's where I was about to go.
When you go back to like a $15 an hour job, not really anybody has anything to say. We work at $15 an hour job.
Yeah, of course, yeah. To go off from what you say, because I'm not big on pop culture and all of that shit. So the type of chicks when I do talk to, they talk my shit. I don't give a damn about or don't even know. I don't care about like who these rappers are dating or Cardi B. I'll be lost.
Yeah.
I know these people, but I don't know enough to really go into their life, and that ain't the kind of conversation I want. So a lot of times, at least the girls I'm picking from, like I'm telling you, I gotta act like I care. I gotta dumb it down. I can't talk about stocks with this girl.
Yeah.
I talk about a 10-year future. She talking about, oh, that's deep. And I'm like, bitch, we only
How that's when you here for 10 years?
I said, how is that deep? I'm talking about what I plan on being at for the 10 years. You said, I said, all right, that's a deep conversation.
Yeah.
I said, God damn. Like, I ain't nothing deep about, yo, where do you see yourself in, or where do you see that? That's not no deep conversation. I thought that would be like basic talk, you know?
What would you like to see? Not what you. That's another question. What would you like to see in 10 years? But what would be the conversation that you would like to have with any human?
Oh, just in
Because
general?
like when I'm talking to a guy, and they going straight to trying to talk about fucking bitches.
Yeah,
I can make it funny,
yeah.
but not necessarily that's what I want to talk about.
All the time. Or something I...
Because it's a drawn out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we fuck bitches. I can make them nut and all that. But I like to go over and talk about like
Oh, yeah.
spiritual shit and mental health and a whole bunch of other shit. What's the thing that you would like to talk about them to like females?
Oh, females or just people? Just females?
We can go human.
Oh,
human
because
in
I
general.
remember you said human. All right. Me,
Is there a thing that you're tired of hearing?
I'm tired of, like I said, the pop culture media shit.
Mhm.
I like to hear more like a formal education. Like even every time I talk to Dave Vaughn, it's always like some formative plan or hey, yo, Tim, we need to get here in the next year. I like that kind of talk. That too motivates me hearing someone doing well. So I like to hear like motivational talk. When I talk to my older brothers, we always talking about like financial literacy, group economics. I put my resources with yours. We always talking about credit score or getting a loan from the credit union, buying properties. That's the kind of conversation I like. But most of the people around, they don't talk about that. I know people older than us that never even attempt to get credit.
Yeah.
I know some people that still go to the
It's not easy to apply for the fucking card.
I know some people that really literally still go to a check cashing place to cash their check in. I don't got no debit card, never been to a bank.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's, like I said, in our environment, you can't really talk to people like that.
If you know a large majority of our listeners are female, right?
You fucking with me.
Yeah.
Oh,
70% is female.
Get the fuck out of here.
So.
They probably hate me. You remember when we was talking about all that? They probably hate me, bro.
Andre Girl hates you.
Oh, no, shit, that ass, bro. Yeah. No, I gotta get Dre. I gotta hear the story.
She hates
What
you.
she hated about me? Just that topic or
yeah,
general?
just saying that I'm right. Let me talk about whoever, and she was like, "You're wrong."
Oh, alright, that's dope,
You
man.
got his number?
I like it. That's cool.
No,
I got his number, yeah. I gotta call him. You gotta come in for the next show. I need to hear that. I want to hear all the details on that.
What was I talking about?
You know anyone else that hate me?
Yeah, another person who listens to the podcast.
Get this motherfucker off your show, Joe.
No, she was like, she doesn't know what he's talking about, and
Yeah.
I was like, I know, but
Just in general or for that one topic?
just for that one topic.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, everybody's different. This is how people would think, and
Just like you said, everyone got their perspective.
Yeah.
It comes back.
like when we had the whole conversation about what happened over there, with my guy,
Yeah.
that his perspective is probably just for here in the surrounding area
Yeah.
because
Product of your environment.
everybody's kind of weak.
You're a product of your
But when
environment.
you go somewhere else, what they view over here,
Yeah.
even black, what we were conversating about, they'll be OD pissed off.
They don't know nothing about
No, they know about it, but they built themselves up. Now they're established.
Mm.
They have a good mental frame,
Mm.
mind frame, and they've been harassed by men a lot, and they could
That's crazy.
separate from that.
Yeah, you gotta, if possible, I might have to call Dre. Maybe you can get his girl or something, or talk through the phone.
Oh,
Or
you
something. No, cause I just wanna know, like, I can understand if you don't like what I'm saying, but how can you like refute what I'm saying? Cause when your bro was here,
Mhm.
we was pretty much saying the same thing. You know, a bunch of girls that put themselves in that position and liked it. So I want to know exactly what they had a problem with. What I said.
In my perspective, those the girls.
Cause they know. I'm pretty sure they even know girls that like shit and had that shit happen.
But the girls he was talking about, where he was fucking up, he was drunk. It wasn't fair.
Yeah.
And the way he lost because he went to prostitutes, the people who.
Oh, he's referring to. He said that on there.
Yeah, he didn't say down here.
Oh.
He was mentioning off air.
Oh, he was mentioning. Okay.
Yeah, but because we had the conversation.
Oh, okay. I thought, just off of the scenario, I was just thinking of a general, I wasn't thinking of a prostitute, I was just thinking of a general girl.
He
but
fucked,
him,
he fucked up.
Okay.
He was drunk,
yeah.
he was fucked up.
Okay.
He was going to prostitutes and...
Alright.
But he didn't he's like, you know how many girls do that for like a band?
Oh, I get it, yeah, you're right, yeah, you're right.
I was like,
yeah, I remember you said, hey, that's a prostitute. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah.
She agrees.
That's a whole different scenario. Yeah, that's a prostitute. We just talking about a regular girl.
Yeah. In
general, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I
remember that now. Yeah.
My only thing was that if a female was, if you're having sex with a female, it is very fucking rude to out of nowhere bring another guy while you're naked.
Yeah. And
you didn't know this person was uncomfortable.
Yeah. I think that's probably what they had a problem with then.
Yeah,
just that whole scenario. They need to come in and explain that because you got to explain that to me. I get where I would be uncomfortable. I think the real bullet point, the key point was the not saying nothing. I think that's why I probably pissed people off. I'm like, you still got to say. I know that's when he got pissed off because the way I see it, if they're gonna rape you, whether you say something or not, it's gonna still happen. At least if you put up a hey, now ain't no doubt in the mind this is rape now. Ain't no doubt in the mind.
But you should you
still shouldn't do it. Of course you an asshole coming in and of course I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying you should find out before anything happens.
That would be the proper way,
You're in a vulnerable position and we are strong men and noticing you can say no, we're scary.
Yeah.
And they understand that. Some of them even get scared being hollered at because if they say no, they may get punched. They probably just have to take the number, you know.
Yeah. But that'd be dope if one of them could come in. We could agree to disagree. We could have another topic. I accept all challenges.
My only response to him was like, he doesn't know better.
Yeah.
He hasn't been through. Like, have you been through that conversation with a female?
No, I get it. I get it. It just, you still can't change my mind about it. It's just what it is.
Don't have a locked mindset.
No, it's not.
You have to learn.
No, I get it. I learned. Yeah. I talk. But my whole point is, you still got to say something, man.
Yeah.
Unless you're a child, I don't agree with this. I'm so scared. I kept my mouth shut.
I have my view, but I think what you have to go through, because I've been on stage where this shit went left.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm pretty sure.
And so
I'm only talking this with you. I ain't going to just talk this with everyone because I know this is going to go crazy.
But I'm like, Tim would have to learn when it goes so left that he understands through the pain of like almost being embarrassed by this female from her facts and her perspective. That just like
I never understood of being not defending yourself. That's why I don't understand that. I don't understand not defending yourself.
Why would you why would you not hit back when you get hit? You scared. You know?
I hit when I'm scared. That's one of the ways. That's like weird.
Everybody's different.
That is, I know. That's why I said, but it was the whole thing was you can't call it one thing or the other.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yes, I think if you remember, I said yes. It's a fucked up scenario. It's dangerous, but you can't because rape is by force. You can't call it rape until it's by some force. And the only way to make it force is you saying I'm not cool with this, and he's still going in.
Yeah. Because
I told you about the Derrick Rose, the basketball player. He won the cases. He got into a case when him and his man was pretty much having a threesome with the girl, and the girl tried to say it was rape.
Yeah, but you can also get paralyzed with fear.
That's not rape. I get it. It is, like I said, it is fucked up. But my whole thing is, it's not rape. Until in a court of law, or it can't be rape until it's false. You can't keep saying that was the whole argument. I'm not doubting it's a fucked up scenario. I think that's where they going wrong. I think they trying to think I'm saying it's not fucked up. It is fucked up. It is crummy or whatever you want to call it.
I just know females who, like, they liked one person.
Yeah.
And then they would fuck this person. And then he would invite friends.
Oh, yeah, I heard those stories.
And then eventually get her trained
Yeah.
to do that all the time. And now, seeing past it, she understands that.
I understand both sides. I heard stories of the girls that didn't want it and it happened.
Yeah.
And I know more stories of the girls that was cool with it happen. That's what I'm saying. I can see both sides. It's not like I'm inexperienced or don't know. The only thing that separates one from the other is you letting them know. The girl that don't want it and the girl that's with it. How can you tell the difference? You can't in both of those scenarios you can't tell the difference because you can't read minds. The only way is to show some kind of resistance. She makes a sound like hey, or she makes a facial expression.
You gotta explain the situation, what you doing.
That's what I'm saying. Just put the same scenario.
But a lot of
the only thing is the only difference in the scenario you gave me, that girl don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
That same scenario, the girl wants it. How can you tell them apart?
Yeah.
Tell me, how can you tell those two scenarios apart?
The girl who wants it.
The girl that wants it and the girl that don't want it. The girl that's okay with the gangbang or train, and the girl that's not okay. How can you tell?
You gotta explain the situation before that happens.
Yeah, but you know that don't happen. Let's keep it realistic. That ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna happen.
That don't happen all the time. I mean, I should say. That's what I'm saying. Keep it in a realistic scenario. Yes, I should tell you I'm mad at you, but I'm probably not gonna always go up to you and say I'm mad at you.
I know there's a white perspective of overdoing it, where eventually they're gonna have to have contracts and stuff.
You think that's the white perspective?
That's the white perspective.
Having contracts and signing. Okay.
That's what I'm kind of.
That's what you okay? All right.
I'm scared of doing. I'm in a relationship, but if I wasn't, I'd be scared of doing anything with them because there will always be a chance of her crying rape, even if nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we didn't even do anything.
It's still dangerous.
My career can end. But there's also like, I know there's heat of the moment, but it's I don't know, it's weird, bro.
Yeah. So if they watching this,
mm-hmm.
whoever the females are, tell them to answer this for me. How do you separate those
There's only
scenarios?
2 females.
Alright, the 2. Tell them how do they separate these scenarios. The girl that comes in with another dude, like you were saying,
mm-hmm.
and there's one dude on the couch, but they going upstairs to do. She don't know. She don't want it.
Yeah.
She don't want the gangbang, and it's the same scenario, but that girl wants it. Tell them to answer that to me. How do you separate those 2 scenarios? What makes them different? What makes one rape and the other one not rape? If they don't,
you will always have to tell them that would you like my friend to come up?
Yeah.
And if she says yes, then you're good.
But in a logical sense, we all know we don't. It should happen.
Mm-hmm.
I like the response, but the reason you can't use it because we know just a human that ain't gonna happen. I should tell you, like I said, I'm mad at you. But how many times people tell you that they always mad at you, and you find out later like, wait, why they didn't talk to me? Yes, he should say, hey, this is what we're gonna do. But in a logical, real life scenario, you know it don't happen like that.
So you're saying that it don't happen like that?
How do you tell it apart? Because my whole thing is, remember,
that's not.
The whole argument was it rape? Remember?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to focus on that. So
yeah.
How do you tell a girl that wants it, that's okay with it, and a girl that's not okay with it? The only way you can tell it apart, like I said, is for her to say, "Hey, I'm not cool with this."
My thing is I'm not gonna separate from the answer.
Yeah.
It's the same answer.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
It's also you guys plotted beforehand.
Possibly. Yeah.
Not probably.
Like I said, I know guys. That's their thing.
That's their thing.
Yeah, yo.
Fucking weird.
I've been there. I came home from school plenty of times. Like, yo, Tim, I got the girl through. She didn't know I was coming. I ain't know, but that was always a root. By me, I was never with her. I was, like you said, I always thought that shit was weird.
Yeah.
I always thought it was weird. I was never with the gang bangs and all that shit.
And like so you guys predetermined that this thing might happen.
Yeah.
Which is, so you guys knew before this time to that time that this could happen.
Yeah.
So you have this time to ask this girl if she would like to do that.
Yeah.
And that's not something you should be able to see that she's okay with when she is in a vulnerable position, being penetrated, fucked, and when another person comes in on you, even when the person comes in on me, and I'm a grown man, there's still a little fright of this person seeing me naked for a few seconds. I can only imagine me being a female and having two grown men.
But even when you fight, you still show something, a facial expression. You still show some kind of resistance. That's my whole thing. You still that's still you doing a body or facial. That's still letting the person know yes or no. Like if I say, hey, yo, Joe, can I go over there and borrow your money, take your money out, and you ain't say yes, but what that indicates, that's what I'm saying.
There's people who say yeah, but that at this point in time, that's not a thing you can do because it could lead to you being accused of rape.
Yeah.
And
but that don't make it. Just the accusation.
It don't make it. But being in a wrong position and being paralyzed with fear is
and plus a woman
because
so hold on. So do you think?
Don't do the air quotes.
Because we in this whole equality. The way you think you taking responsibility away from women. So do you think women are less than us? Because why the woman is getting treated like a child, but the man is getting treated like to a higher standard, but yet we're still equal?
Because there's reality of our strength and what.
So yes or no? Are women lower than us, or are we equal, or are they lower? Because what you doing, you taking all the responsibility away from her.
It's not taking the responsibility. She's in the down of a vulnerable position.
Yeah.
She's naked.
Yeah.
And she's getting penetrated. Say like
a guy finished or whatever, and another guy comes in.
Imagine this, right? I'm not gonna say you're the girl.
Yeah, whatever.
Imagine the dude that from the last podcast that I showed you on the last video of the cuck scene.
Yeah.
Right? That guy fucking a girl, right?
Yeah.
And then another version of that guy doing it. Are you not scared?
Yeah, but scared doesn't make you. They don't take away your responsibilities to act. Like, can I get away with saying I killed the guy because I was scared? I can still do jail time, right? So the emotion got to get taken out of you. I think y'all putting too much emotion into it. I ain't saying you shouldn't react, but y'all putting emotion into a situation that shouldn't be there. Like, because the whole question was,
I'm not putting no emotion, I'm putting science in it.
The whole thing was it still rape if she didn't show any signs? And you said, nah, because she was scared. And I'm saying, but you got to let a person know.
You got to let a person know beforehand that's going to happen.
But do you realize what I'm saying? If this was in court, that won't work.
It definitely will work.
That won't be the argument.
Don't say that.
That argument, dude, I just told you about the Derrick Rose one.
That's Derrick Rose. He's a rich dude.
It worked. That's what I'm saying. It
but
work.
There's a lot of dudes who got taken away because of this.
T.K. Kirkland, before he was big, he had a story when a girl lied and said he raped her. You know what the story? It was a different scenario, but it was a similar thing. Oh, I was scared or whatever. It was bull. Either way, he won. But like I'm saying, that story, that whole thing, I was scared won't work. You gotta still show some sign. Because how would the judge know? If you was the jury, how would you know if she wasn't bullshitting?
Maybe it'll work.
Like if you was the jury and you hear that story, you telling me you will not question, hey, this girl could be lying.
Of course, there's always that.
That's what I'm trying. That's my whole point. So that was the whole argument. That was the whole argument we was making. It's not rape. If you was on the jury, you hear that story. How do you know if she was lying and telling the truth? You don't know. That was the whole point I was making. I think everyone was building a whole other story. Like what you were saying with the whole emotion is scared. I get that. But all I was saying is,
I'm saying there's a paralyzation of there's a flight.
Yeah.
what's it? Flight, runaway, and then there's the middle one where you just do nothing.
Nothing.
You shut down.
And that middle of like that was the whole point. You would never know until
Right.
she shows some kind of body reaction or even say something. How would that guy know? And how would you be able to prove if it's rape?
I'm saying if you want to do this thing, if you want to do this and you really want to
You
do
should
this,
talk. I get it.
you have to proposition it better.
Oh yeah.
Because that's not a thing you just bring up, you know?
But the whole main point though, was it rape?
Yeah, it can be.
It can be, but is it definite? It's not. That's my whole thing. It got for it to be rape. It got to be definite. It can't be. Well, maybe it can be. Just like I told you, like how can you like no one still answer this for me? I want like whoever Dre.
Alright?
How can you separate the girl that's okay with it and the girl that's not? You can't separate it unless she's.
I'm gonna start naming this podcast the Two Evils.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Because I have a lot of fucked up perspectives, and I could go and I could change it to things, but this is a type of thing of that you're gonna have to go through when
Trust me,
I bring a strong.
I know.
When I bring a
Yo,
strong
bring her.
female,
Yo, bring her, bro.
you're gonna have to.
Like, I bet you, she needs to explain to me how can you separate the girl that's okay with that and the girl that's not.
Yeah.
The only way you can separate it is her saying something. And she don't, it's not rape, because you felt bad after? Because you felt, oh shit, I felt using. You know how many girls pull that shit? That's not rape, because you felt like it was a situation where dudes got locked up for that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story. The girl liked the one dude. The dude wasn't liking her.
Mm-hmm.
This girl literally thought, true story. I don't even know, I ain't gonna get too detailed into it. The girl thought she fucked him and all her friends, that dude would want her.
Ew.
You know what she did?
She said rape.
Rape. That's not rape. You wanted it. You just thought that, now you ain't get what you wanted out of it.
Yeah.
That's not rape. Now, the only thing that would make it rape is the one thing I always say. You gotta let it be known. Whether it's physical, body, you gotta let it be known. If you just say, I was so scared, so I went along with it. Next question by the judge, the jury, or the defense, the attorney. Hey, did you let him know you were scared? No. Then how would he know? How would he know? That's my whole point. Like, it is a fucked up scenario. I get it. But let's stick to the task at hand. How does that make it rape? You saying, you reacting. You just say, hey, I'm laid down and I'm cool with it. How can you tell it apart just hearing that story? You can't tell it apart.
of a person who like physically like fucked up people and had them like in situations where you think they would do something, and I'll ask what happened. They'll just be like, I just got scared. And they felt in their spine and they shut down. They didn't do nothing.
But I'm pretty sure they showed the sign of them being scared though. That's the whole point you missing.
No, I couldn't tell.
I'm pretty sure they said that's a sign. Isn't that a sign? If you getting smacked up, isn't that a sign?
I just thought I was strong.
That's a sign. Like, it's pretty obvious, of course, if someone getting smacked up and they don't fight back. The first thing that comes to your mind is they're scared, right?
No.
You're not going to sit there and say, he probably won't fail. You just let a dude smack him a few times and he ain't.
If I'm boxing or if I'm doing jiu-jitsu, I'm just trying to learn the game.
Well, that's a little different with the boxing,
Yeah,
but
I'm a little deeper.
because the whole goal is for you to tag each other.
And not get tagged.
Yeah. The whole difference. But if you just out in the street and some dude coming and smack the shit out of me, and I don't do nothing, you gonna probably say, yo, tell me scared. Ain't no way I can tell. What else will come to your mind?
But
if I'm outside going to the store,
I'm trying to say nothing, but
and the dude smacked the crap out of me, and you like, yo, Tim, why you ain't do nothing?
I think it's different when there's like a sexual tension involved.
Yeah, it is. No, it's very different. That's why I said you gotta make it known, because that shit can go so many. You see how many directions we just went through? Mm-hmm. That's why I say you gotta make it known, because that shit can go so many directions.
I think
that one action of not showing no kind of physical emotion or saying something.
I'll try to have a conversation with her and see if he either comes down or bring his girl.
Or it could be a phone, or it could be anyone. I'm one of the, for someone, I just wanted someone to try to convince me.
Yeah. One thing.
I'm not saying I'm like, I'm not saying I can't be changed. I don't hear no valid points to convince me.
That's what I was gonna say. Don't be locked in your ways.
Oh no, yeah. That's why I said bring her. I'm willing for someone to let school me and let me know.
Because one thing, like feminists hate the shit out of me, right? They really don't like me, and like I can't get along with them. I tried.
I don't.
And
I just avoid them. I don't like feminists.
and if they hate me, and and you guys kind of see me as the like I'm the feminist. And he's like,
oh yeah, your brother here. Right?
Yeah.
He said you. He said he really didn't say.
Sound like you got raised.
You
by
acting
your
like a
mom.
bitch, man. You got raised by your mother. Yeah, I forgot all about that. You just brought it back, bro.
But like, it's weird to me because usually I'm hated for that reason, and then when I come here, it's like I'm like, yo, what they think is way worse than what I think.
Yo, what's on your mind then doing that? You like, yo, to my homies, I'm the feminist, but to y'all, y'all hate me.
Yeah.
How you? What's in your mind?
In my mind, I was like, when I come to
it's
y'all,
confusion, right?
I'm like, I'm not even that bad.
And you probably tell her I should bring my friends to talk to you.
There'll be a lot of red faces screaming.
Oh yeah.
But
Just tell them, don't gotta get physical. I understand. I might get a little.
I was like,
Yeah, I don't want no one thinking he can swing on like chill. But I don't want to fight, but I don't mean I won't fight. But
of course, if it gets too much.
Yeah. Just make that clear. Like, it don't gotta get physical. I don't mind a little few words or whatever, but I don't even want to take it there because that's a possible. Then it's just some stupid shit.
That's one dangerous thing about having a thing that doesn't have any females, so we don't get their perspective. Like you don't have an Angela.
Yeah.
And my brother wanted to bring he wanted to talk to these females. In the way they kind of mentally weak and they got fucked over young. I would like to bring a strong female perspective. And
like I said, I'm for it. If anyone can convince me, I'm all for it. I ain't like stuck in my ways or nothing. I just want to hear like a valid point. That's all. But yeah, damn.
Remember,
feminists hate you.
Feminists hate my guts.
Yo, shit, I'm thinking they would love you.
I got yelled at so much for like the simplest things.
Don't introduce him to Patrice O'Neal or Bill Burr, one of them.
Stay in the kitchen.
Don't introduce them to Bill Burr. Them dudes is monsters, bro.
I remember, like Charlemagne was also that type, and now he's all for like women rights.
Yeah, he's big on that shit.
He's big on women rights, women uplifting, mental health.
He's big on the woman.
And in a way, I adopted the same thing, but I do have my faults.
Of course, man.
But then when I come here, I'm like, damn. You guys got some work.
Yeah, man, like, I'm all for it now. I don't reject information,
Alright, the goal next podcast is to have a female here and teach Tim.
Go ahead, they gotta have to convince me,
And I would like a strong black female perspective because.
You think it would be different from like just having any female and a black female? Or why would you? Okay. That's why you asked that. Okay.
Because they have an ins and out of like the black culture.
The black.
They understand the black man.
Yeah.
They have always been the shield of black men, and they get treated the worst.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
matter of fact, if you get a black woman, I would like to see too, because one thing, if you do have a black woman, because they do with the whole black woman is the most disrespect, especially now with the whole Megan Thee Stallion thing. But I would like to ask that black woman, because another thing, I watch like prominent black women, Ebony K. Williams. I hear like a lot of these women say like, hey, I'm a black woman. I would never want talk or go against another black woman or whatever. They say something of that ilk, and I would like to say is, why y'all don't check each other? Whether she's black or not. If you see a black woman doing something detrimental to your image, why not check her? But a lot of black women don't like doing that, even if they disagree with that other black woman. And I would like to ask a black woman that why. Because if this one is, because you know, another thing I'm pretty sure you're aware of, black people, we feel like we judge as a whole. One black person do something, we all get blamed. So I would like to, being that a lot of us believe that and know that, so why if you see a black woman doing something stupid, why